3, 2, 1. Yo, yo, yo. If you guys ready to go, let me see those airplane emojis in the chat, please. Let's go. Oh yeah, I see ya. I think you guys are almost, I'm not sure if you guys are really ready. I think you're almost ready. You're almost warmed up. Oh yeah, what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It's your boy Blue, and welcome to Toronto Pearson International. This is the Fly Tampa Toronto International Airport. What's crazy is two Toronto International airports, the exact same airport, came out within 24 hours of each other for Microsoft Flight Sim, which is definitely extremely confusing for us buyers, if you know what I mean. So, you know, I was like, it's one by Fly Tampa, the other one's from Reg Designs. I have actually personally never heard of Reg Designs, but I saw their trailer, I saw some screenshots, and it looked pretty darn good. It looked amazing. But then I saw Fly Tampa's version. And we all know Flight Tampa is known for its high quality scenery on P3D, FSX, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. I love their Las Vegas scenery. I love all their scenery. They haven't had a bad scenery. So I knew personally that I could trust Flight Tampa in their quality. And honestly, that's the reason why I chose to fly Tampa. Now, I did look online, do some research to see what the difference is from the two of them. And the Reg Designs ones, I believe, might have a little bit more updated airport layout than Fly Tampa, because Fly Tampa, I believe this is a conversion over from their P3D one. I'm not sure if they converted it or if they made it from scratch. Is that a helicopter? Oh, that's sick. What's going on? Welcome. That's the best way to take a look right there. I like it. What now? But as I was saying, welcome to Toronto Pearson's COVID airport. As you saw, there is nothing freaking here. There's no planes here. All the ramp is empty. That's something that always bothers me in Flight Sim, is when you go to an airport in real life, it's freaking busy, it's packed. But you know, Microsoft Flight Sim does not yet have like a real good traffic plugin, at least not one that I've figured out how to get it working. And yes, I've tried AIG and it's still downloading. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I can't figure that thing out. But I will say though, you probably can't go wrong with either of them. You know, I think that it's finally a good time. I think Toronto's a great place to fly into and fly out of. I've always loved flying in out of Toronto in different flight sims, so I'm excited that we finally got a Toronto scenery. It's a major Canadian hub, in my personal opinion. We'll be flying Air Canada in the CRJ 900 from Aerosoft today. I'm actually really excited about that. But yeah, I'm glad to finally get some Toronto scenery, man. And again, I have the Fly Tampa version of it. If you get the Reg, the Toronto, whichever one you want to get, doesn't matter. They both basically cost the same, which again, very interesting. I personally don't like when two developers come out with the same airport. I wish, you know, one of them probably could have spent their time working on Montreal or Ottawa. Well, Ottawa's, I think, already out. Yeah, there's already an Ottawa that exists, but still. Very good. John Franco, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Emilis, welcome to the stream. Pilot Sammy, welcome aboard your home airport. That's pretty cool, man. So we're taking a little bit of a look at this before we head out. Today's plan is to fly from Toronto to Montreal. That is the goal. And then we'll make a return leg as long as we have enough time and I don't spend too much time flying around the drone. I like that the majority of this airport does have interiors. I do like that. Extremely shiny and polished floors here in that terminal right there. Very cool. And I'll say this is like miles better than what we have on X-Plane. X-Plane scenery is like okay, and it's like horrible on frames for me. You see that windsock, it's a little windy out here, a little windy, a little cold out here in Toronto today. Lay YG, welcome to the stream, good to see you. You're grabbing is that Montreal? Yeah, Montreal, right? Dope, cool. We're gonna have some ATC in Montreal. Looking forward to that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pretty cool. This is a good place to take off and arrive for long hauls too. So you guys who like long hauls, you know, I'm getting more excited about some of these bigger airports because we're getting closer and closer to the release of that, you know, that all you know, the one that we want, this the 737, right? But also we've been seeing news lately that there's also the MD-80 coming soon, and the Phoenix A320. So the fact that we're getting some high quality airliners, it makes the international and bigger airports a bit more exciting to come out, because you just can't wait to fly your favorite aircraft and your favorite airline to some of these amazing airports. And there's been a lot of great airports coming out. As you can see, it's a little bit of snow on the ground here, as it is a bit cold. It might be snowing in Montreal, we'll see. I am going to point out the fact that in the little intro we've done here, we've had a little bit of issue where it's been freezing up. I don't know what's causing the freeze. It might be the scenery, I don't know, but that is not a good sign. It's happened a few times. I don't know if something's loading in. No freaking clue. We're not far from downtown Toronto, where all the beautiful Toronto downtown scenery is, so not sure. But good morning, Jason Brown. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good morning in the UK. Good to see you, my friend Dahomey. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. It is all good, spotting TLV. It is all good, bro. All right, let's go back and let's find our plane. I don't know where it's at. I'm just gonna hit 5 on the numpad, and that should take me where I want to go. Hold on. Here, boom. There's our plane. Oh snap! You scared me. Hey, I got my dog with me today. You guys can't see him, but he's here under my right knee. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me see if I can. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I gotta get him on the camera. I gotta bring him on the camera. I gotta show respect. Respect is due. Oh, why you leave? Look, come here. Come here, right here. Oi, oi. Where's he at? Come here. We gotta get into the camera. Right here. There you are. Puppy. I want some love and attention. I got you. Say hello. Wave your paw. No? Okay. Alright, well. That's it. That's your time. As you guys can see, we are rocking the TCA yoke and the honeycomb Bravo, and I also have the Logitech, I think it's Logitech radio panel, which doesn't work in Microsoft Flight Sim. If you guys in chat know how to fix that, please let me know. This has not worked on Microsoft Flight Sim for like the last 3 sim updates. When I first bought it, it worked perfectly fine on X-Plane and on Microsoft Flight Sim, and since like 3 updates ago, it now doesn't work. I think Logitech doesn't keep up with the SDK and updating it. That's my thought. That's what I think it is. Happy Landers, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Yes, it is a Dachshund. It's actually mixed Dachshund and something else. I don't know what else is mixed with. And we're froze again, so this is not a good sign. It's gotta be the scenery. Something is freezing up my sim very frequently. And I've heard comments and feedback on the other Toronto, the non-flight Tampa Toronto, and I've heard that there's been okay, he wants to get out. The problem is I let him out, and then he's gonna want to get back in 5 minutes. So should I let him out now and then let him back in later, or just keep him in? I warned him. I was like, hey, I'm about to stream. Once I go live, I ain't letting you out. That's the deal. Yes, my dog's name is Blue. Yeah, my channel is basically named after my dog, or my dog's named after my channel. Not sure which one happened first. All right, well, I'm gonna hold right here, guys, while you guys get ready to board, and I am going to let the dog out because he's gonna kill me. You guys might not be able to hear it, but I can. So stand by just for a second. Enjoy the jazzy vibes in the background. They're fine jazz today. All right, guys. Welcome. We are at Charlie Yankee Zulu CYYZ. That is Toronto International. Our flight today is going to CYUL, Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. That is Montreal. If we have time, we will make the return leg back here to Toronto. Let's hop into the cockpit and we will kill the music. It is time to get started, guys. Glad for you guys to come out and hang out with us today. I want to say real quick, a huge thank you. We have yet met another milestone, man. It has just been this year has been really good already. It's only just March has just, begun, and I'm just so thankful and blessed to be doing what I do, and doing what I love. I love to do this. I love to flight sim. I love to stream. I love aviation, and a lot of great things have been happening lately. You know, last year was a pretty tough year for me, and it's still pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. But it's been a lot of uplifting things happening recently, and one of those is that we just reached 28,000 subscribers on the channel. So I want to thank each and every one of you guys for contributing in whatever way you've been contributing to the channel. Whether you've liked the video, subscribed to a video, or just watched a video, comment, whatever it is, it's all support, and I definitely appreciate it, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you guys so much. Seriously. All right, I'm getting my charts up here on my iPad. We're expecting runway 23, and we might get ATC in Montreal. We'll have to see what happens. First of all, let's go and get the battery turned on, and where's my mouse? Where's my... Can't find it. Okay. I can't find the mouse. Mouse is gone. I think it's frozen. Are we frozen right now? Captain No Gear, hello. Chief, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Good to see you, man. All right. There we go. I'm hoping we don't have any issues, because so far we've frozen at least 10 times. This is not good. This is not a good sign. There might be some kind of data leak or something in this scenery. I don't know what you call it. All right, so battery is on. Let's go down here. We'll get the nose wheel steering button turned off as already off. I think we're code and dark. We should be code and dark. And APU door. So as you guys will see, we flew the Challenger last stream, and I mean, you can already tell and notice that this is very similar to the Challenger, and it's because they're both in the same family. We're gonna go ahead and get the power on. There we go. On the Challenger, this APU section is actually on the left where the fire detection monitor is. Nice leg. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I think most people, at least in the US, are at school. If you're in the time zone we're flying in, people are at school and stuff like that. School, work, whatever. Alright, we are also using PAC-X and FS Realistic today. Matter of fact, if you guys are interested in any of the add-ons that we're using today, you can go down to our YouTube description. I usually try to list off as many as I can. They're not all in there, but I list the majority of them. Alright, so APU should be firing up, as you can see right here. RPM's going up, EGT's going up. Once that fires up, we should get the rest of our screens. Let the dog out. All right, we got the rest of our screens there. Let's go back up here. We'll get IRS hydraulic. You know, one thing I'm missing on here is the walking. You know, I'm not gonna lie, flying this plane makes me want to fly the Challenger because it's so similar, and a lot of things. You know, I feel like this plane is very well done. I do enjoy flying this plane. It's really cool. It's done pretty well for CRJ, but the Challenger is just, you know, it's just a Challenger. All right, so we got that. Let's go down here. We get our IRSs ready. I'm gonna slide that to the right, and then we'll go to our FMS and we'll go to position init. I did not I didn't make like a pre-made flight plan, so I'm gonna have to put it in manually, but that's okay because we have a very short flight plan today. So Charlie Yankee uniform, actually no, sorry, that's backwards. Yankee Zulu, that's where we are right now at Toronto, and go to the next page, and we'll go to FMS previous, and we'll drop that in there. So Montreal, the airport we're going to, I got free scenery for that. Not saying that I got it for free, but I'm saying it is free. It's free on flightsim.to. So if you're looking for some Montreal scenery, there's one there. I'm not sure how good it is. I haven't actually flown there. Like both of these airports, this is basically my first look looking at them, so I can't say whether or not they are good or bad. So far with this particular Toronto scenery, I am noticing a few, I wouldn't even say stutters, they're just like massive freeze ups or lockups of the whole sim. So I don't know what's causing that. It could be just a me problem. Who knows? CYUL, that's where we're going. Execute that departure arrival. Let's see, departure arrival. We'll be expecting runway 23. Now that's what SimBrief gave us. Let's see if that actually makes sense. It does. We could do 2-3. That's fine. That's gonna be on the north side of the field. And I know you have some locals in the chat, so if I can catch it, sometimes it's hard for me to look at chat and do the FMC at the same time. But if you can let me know, if like, hey, 2.3 is not particularly a runway they use all the time, let me know. I like learning about some of the local ops, because there's certain things about airports that you just never know unless you live there or you work around the airport. All right, so that's our runway 23. We're using the dead key 4 departure. Welcome Airbus VIR, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Let's go next page. You'll notice as well that the FMS is similar in ways to the Challenger as well. It's nowhere near as complex or as detailed as the Challenger, but it is very similar. So it's pretty easy. That's what I was mentioning before. Like, if you're familiar with the CRJ, going over to the Challenger is not going to be that big of a learning curve as far as systems like the FMC. The biggest issue is a lot of the other extra stuff that the Challenger does. All right, that's good to go. We'll go to flight plan. Actually, go back to the departure, arrival, and Simbrief gave us 2 for right. We don't know which way they're actually landing in Montreal, but we'll just go with what Simbrief gave us for now. We can make the change later. Expect 2 for right or ILS 2 for left for approach. Sounds good. We'll take that. I'll take the ILS 2 for right, or for now, unless we get switched to 2 for left, we'll take 2 for right for now. So ILS 2 for right. I got that in my charts. I got that right here. Our arrival is going to be the Hobbs S6 departure, or arrival, sorry. The RNAV arrival, Hobbs Sierra 6 via MIGLO. So I love it when we have flights like this where the departure ends at the same waypoint transition as the arrival transition. It's just such a smooth transition, given the word transition. Anyways, that's good. So let's go to flight plan. Go to our next page. Make sure you get legs and make sure that everything is good. There's probably a discontinuity. There it is. MIGLO. We're gonna copy MIGLO by clicking the button next to it and drop it on top of the other MIGLO. Boom. Just by clicking the button, execute that. Now we have just one MIGLO and they're both connected as they should be. All right, so now that's been done. We're gonna go go over to our EFB and we'll get our fuel loaded. Go to our performance page. I'm gonna go to my Simbrief on my other screen and find out how much fuel we need loaded for flight 1. Probably not much. It's not that far. It's a 46-mile flight, FYI. We need 6,559 pounds. Now, one thing I like to do when using Simbrief and using more, higher quality aircraft is like the CRJ or anything that's like kind of custom. I like to kind of give it the exact amount of fuel that Simbrief asks for, because I like to test the system to see, hey, let's see how accurate this is. I think we're bringing only 52 people. It's a pretty light flight going to Montreal, and we'll have a heavier flight coming back. So we'll do 52 passengers on board. It's gonna be very light. Enter that. Not very much cargo. I haven't personally loaded CRJs in real life on the ramp, so I don't know what they particularly do as far as the weight and balance. I would assume they will put the majority of the cargo in the front. So we're gonna take a lot of cargo out the back. It's only 50 people. 50 people can't bring that many bags, right? Yes, you can use Simbrief. Wait, to bring it right in, I think. Yeah, I think you can bring Simbrief right into here, but yeah, we'll go with very light in the back, 320 in the front. I hope that's okay. We seem to be okay on this chart here. So I'm gonna hit set payload and sim. That's gonna put the stuff in the sim. So 6559 is our block fuel. Very light on cargo. Only 52 people on board. That's good to go. I'm gonna copy our perf now into the FMS. Back over to the FMS. We go over to the perf page and go to perf init, and we'll see 52 passengers, 450 pounds of total cargo. Cruise altitude today is 39,900,000. Pretty high. Execute that, and I think that's pretty much it. This plane is pretty easy to set up and pretty fast. Let's get our V speed. So go back over here. Oh, did it freeze again? It did. Brother Numsay, welcome to the stream. What's going on from Phoenix? Welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. I actually heard that the United Aviate Academy is based in Phoenix, and also I heard that Frontier Airlines is opening up a new base, or like a new base in Phoenix, which is pretty interesting. So they're gonna be hiring a lot of new pilots, flight attendants, ramp crew. So if you live in Phoenix and you're interested in working on the ramp or working in aviation in general, it might be a good time to start looking for some aviation jobs over in the Phoenix area, because it sounds like if not just Frontier, but a few airlines maybe fortifying in that area for some reason. So anyway, so perf in it. Just gonna make sure we got everything good here. VNAV setup is good. Checked bags and cargo go in the aft. Oh, okay, cool. So the majority of the bags should actually go back here. It froze again. CRJ 4 bins are used for jetway bags. Ah, okay. I at the ramp that I work at, we don't service CRJs, but the gate to the left and to the right of us, they serve CRJs. I only actually see, like, sometimes I'll watch Delta do their CRJs. Now, I love the way that they like get the stuff from the jetway. It's pretty cool. But good to know. Do you need to use fuel when taking off or taxi? Yes, Andrew. Anytime the APU or the engine is on, you are burning fuel. So we have to take that into account. All right. So I'm going to load about 450 pounds in the back, and in the front we'll go pretty light, just crew stuff. So like 150 pounds. That's close enough right there. All right, we're gonna re-enter that set payload and sim, copy perf back to our FMS. Making that quick adjustment there. Thank you guys for your expertise in the chat. I never knew. Again, I don't do CRJ, so I don't know how they typically load the bags. Okay, so I think we're done. I think we're done with the I don't know. I wouldn't call it, for me, I don't know. I like this part. I don't know. Do you guys think that loading the FMS is boring? Like, just out of curiosity, what do you guys think of that part of the process? For me personally, doing this part of the setup and completing a flight makes the end of the flight more satisfying, because I know that I set up the entire aircraft from cold and dark. Like, I did everything myself. I get a bigger satisfaction for that. So anyways, that's good to go. We'll go down here and get our thrust reversers turned on. Our APUs are already on. We'll slide over here, take a look real quick at our checklist. Originator's audio, electrical is good. Fire detection is good. External lights, I haven't done that yet. Nav lights, turn those on. Don't need local lights. Beacon lights are not ready yet. These are interior lights. Seatbelt signs, those are gonna come on. There we go. Fuel panel checked. Bleed air is checked. APU panel is on. Start panel checked. Hydraulic checked. Auto. ELT, cabin, air conditioning, anti-ice, windshield heats. Haven't done that yet. Set them both to low. What else? Emergency lights, we have not done yet. This is why checklists are a very good idea. I haven't done a lot of things apparently. Nozzle steering off, standby compass off. Where's air conditioning? We haven't done air conditioning either. Air conditioning is here. Alright, cool. Alright, we are ready to push. Let's call out our pushback driver. By the way, again, I just want to say a huge thank you guys to supporting my first pushback video. It's been really cool getting you guys' feedback on that and getting to see that. I do plan on making more of those videos in the future. It's just kind of tough.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 1648 with service to Montreal. Our flight time will be roughly 46 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, secure doors for departure.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Greg Sky, welcome to the stream, man.
You may lift.
Alright, passenger door is closed, ground power car is removed. We could do a little bit of this here. We'll go ahead and get the chocks moved as well, so let's get those out. Parking brake should be on. Parking brake is on. Rest of that looks good to me. And he's ready to push. I'm gonna say in reverse, please.
Cockpit to ground.
Beacon light on.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Alright, brakes release, clear push.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
So the pilot can't actually see behind him, obviously, right? So it's really important for the pushback driver and the wing walkers to be, to paying attention, basically, of what's going on surrounding us. So we were not doing that just now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the front.
But we're okay though, so we're clear, we're good. There's nothing behind us. What's funny is at my airport we have a lot of like ERJs near our gate, and so a lot of times, you know, we tend to fight with the ERJs to get pushed back before they do, because when they come out, it's like 10 of them at a time, like bunny rabbits. They keep multiplying.
There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you.
Fuel
If we
boost
need
pumps
to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, and secure the elastic band behind your head. Tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim, a fashionable life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle up the front. Pull the straps tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord and only when
have a good shift.
If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual.
Alright, we're firing up engine 2.
Each vest is equipped with a whistle and light.
Oh wait, hydraulics not all on.
Can be used as a secondary flotation
There we go.
device. Please securely stow your
We
personal
got
items.
N2's rising.
Seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information can be
There's
found
20.
in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you.
And the flight idle on engine 2.
Know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
And we
again,
should
hope
see
you
that engine
enjoy your
firing up behind us. I don't know where the sound is. The silent engine. What the heck is going on with that? I don't like that at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety.
We have a good start on engine 2, starting engine 1. Hey, some of you guys' PC makes my PC cry. Seriously, like, man, y'all should have seen our other stream when we flew to Dallas. Flying at 15 FPS. Ugh, that was not fun at all. Alright, we got N2's 19%. Here comes 20 and flight idle. Flight idle. Okay, my mouse is being tricky. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I tend to have this problem sometimes when my Xbox controller is connected. No! You see that white dot in the center of your screen? That's my Xbox controller, right? So when I move my Xbox's analog stick or joystick, moving around. When I want to use my mouse, okay, now it's working because now I'm trying to show it off. No, it's still not. It's flickering. It's like jumping between Xbox controller. Okay, I'm just gonna disconnect it. There we go. So I disconnect my Xbox controller now. It fixes the issue. The problem is I want my Xbox controller because I use that for my camera views. So I'm gonna reconnect it, and it's gonna throw us to the control menu. 3, 2, 1. Maybe not. Okay, cool, good. All right, fired up engine 1. The dog is back. I knew he'd be wanting to come back. I know my dog. I know my dog. All right, engine 1 stabilized. I'm going to clean up the overhead panel. So we'll get the APU turned off by hitting APU start stop, and then APU power fuel. We'll turn it off. Get the probes on, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at the checklist because I forgot everything else. Yes, I have an Xbox controller. You can actually fly. You can play the whole sim on Xbox. Matter of fact, speaking of Xbox, if you are on Xbox, like the old Xbox, if you have xCloud, Microsoft Flight Sim just got released on xCloud, and you can use your Xbox controller to play it. What I recommended, I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't have any Xboxes at all. Not even the old one. All right, after start checklist. Generators are on. Auto. Electrics checked. Bleed valves auto. Packs on. Yep, packs are on. APU is turning off. Anti-ice is good, and nozzle steering armed. Next, after start checklist is complete. Now moving on to our taxi checklist. Flaps, we can do flaps 8 today. There we go. And trims are good. Thrust reversers are not armed just yet. Actually, yeah, they are. And flight instruments checked. Brake temp is good. Before takeoff, we'll do that here in a second. All right, we're ready to go. Got my charts. I'm gonna release my parking brakes. And we'll get moving. What up, Scotty Bob? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. Oh, let me give you guys real quick the throttle cam. Here it is. Let's go. I need a PS4 controller. I have one of those too. Matter of fact, that's what I was using before. What does that sound? That's what I was using before I got the Xbox controller. I was using my PS4 controller to do the exact same thing. I was only using it to control my drone camera. And it worked really well, actually. You have to manually map everything, but it worked really good. All right, let's go ahead and make our call here in Toronto. We're taxiing the 23 via Alpha Hotel. Toronto traffic. Air Canada 116 taxiing to 23 via Alpha Hotel, Toronto. Yeah, I need to set the mock trim. I'll set that in a second. Also using Track IR, which is what this thing is. It tracks my head movement. We have another CRJ up ahead of us. And yes, I am on Vatsim. At least I think I am. Let me double check, because I might have forgot to get on. Let me look real quick. Oh, I'm not on Vatsim. That's hilarious. Whoops, did I even file the flight plan and all that? Let's see. I'm gonna refile the flight plan in case I didn't. Yeah, I think I did earlier. And then we'll connect. We are gonna be Air Canada, not Jazz, for this flight. And there's all the the aircraft models that are failing to load. It's so annoying. I really need a solution for model matching on Vatsim, and I know that there's AIG, and I've been trying AIG and I can't get it to work. I can't even get it to install correctly. I don't know why. I watched the tutorials. It just doesn't do what they say it's supposed to do. So, Toronto traffic radio check.
It's on the 5x5 too. We're doing a go around. Winds are just really gusty.
Copy, thank you. I got some gusty. Matter of fact, let's take a look at what the winds are. We haven't even looked at that. That's important. Somebody in chat, do me a favor. And you know what? I'll do it first because it'll take too long to get it back. So we're gonna get the METAR for CYYZ.
Toronto traffic here, Canada 2257 again. Departing runway 23.
Is that an A350? Oh, it's an A320.
That's the flight.
Yeah, why isn't it working? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Nightbots. All right, winds. Whew. Winds are 270 at 13, gusting 19. I think we attract gust. Everywhere I go, it's gusting. Gusty winds. Gusting 19 knots. Visibility is 15 miles, which is pretty good. We got some clouds at few at 3,500 feet, few at 18,000 feet. Temperature outside right now is 2. Dew point is -7, and altimeter is 2999 here in Toronto. Now, the reason why you're seeing this guy being doubled up here is because we are running on Vatsim and on Microsoft Flight Sims multiplayer. So the good-looking one is the one that is from Microsoft, where you can actually see the Air Canada livery. The weird off-color looking one is the one that is from Vatsim. So they're actually dubbing on top of each other. But one thing I noticed since the latest Vatsim update with the latency and stuff like that is that you don't see Vatsim and Microsoft traffic like a mile apart anymore. Now they're like right on top of each other. But seriously, we need an easy model matching. Like it needs to be like a one-click kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like it's always just been too difficult. For X-Plane, even the same thing. I mean, I'm not really happy with my X-Plane model matching either. So, I like Traffic Global. I have Traffic Global on X-Plane, which is an AI traffic injector. It puts in AI traffic, which is cool, but it's only AI. It's not multiplayer. That is a 320 Neo in front of us. Looks like Delta. Delta does fly out here into Toronto. Alright, let's go ahead and throw that altimeter in. I'm going to click on my yoke. That's going to lower it. And we'll get 2999 right here. And we put that in a standby. There it is. Be very careful when looking away. Andrew Slayer, we are going to runway 23, runway 23. Elevation 560 feet. Other than the few stutters and freeze ups that I've been getting with this scenery, I really do like the scenery. Aru Magam, welcome my friend from Singapore. Welcome aboard. It's good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. Have I done any more real life flying since posting the video? Sadly, no, I haven't. I don't know when I'm gonna get to fly again. We didn't turn our taxi lights on. Okay, we need to do this here. Let's go ahead and turn that. We need to get the yaw damper on. Mock trim and stab trim. This guy on. Turn that guy on. Flaps are set. Weather radar does not work. Alright, we're coming up now on the intersection of Hotel and Alpha. We're gonna want to make a right turn that will follow that Area 320 over there to the end of 23. The CRJ is gonna take, I guess, like an intersection departure, so he's probably gonna take off either a different runway or just take off using less of the runway, which is fine. Hopefully we do see some butter. I'm hoping for it, Jordan. Send some butter my way, man. I really enjoy flying this plane in VR too. It's a lot of fun. Before takeoff checklist, lights and strobes. I could do that yet. We will turn on the manual cross flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely, my plan honestly is to document every bit of it. Every bit of my flight training, I plan to document it. Kind of my personal goal is to, as I'm doing flight training, to kind of show everything, the highs and the lows, you know, the debriefing, the pre-flight, stuff like that, to kind of show you just kind of my journey. Obviously, it's all going to be, you know, cut down and shortened up for a video format, but for the, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, for the most part, I want to get as much as I can. But I don't want the camera to distract me from my training, right? So I've been kind of thinking in my mind, I'm not sure how instructors will feel about this. But basically, I'm going to be upfront with them, like, hey, so I want the cameras rolling. Like, we can ignore them. We're just going to set them up and forget about them. But I want the cameras rolling so I can learn from my mistakes, learn from, you know, be able to debrief. Because it's, you know, it's good to go out there and fly and stuff and learn and from the instructor. But there's a lot of things I'm going to forget. And if I could go back and watch that video back and learn from it, from what the instructor was telling me, stuff like that, I think it'd be all good. So, oh geez, what's going on with that plane? Somebody's slewing. What the heck is going on? Is this an air show? Alright, let's go ahead and make the call. Toronto traffic, Air Canada 116 is holding short runway 23 at Quebec. Toronto. Yeah, I do have a head camera, so I could put one on the head, I could put one on the chest. I have a few mounts.
Toronto Center just got online.
Copy that. Perfect timing. Toronto Center is online. Let's jump down and check them out. So go to radio, and on Comm 1, we'll jump on 125.775.
Not really playing with us today.
And then
4562, no problem, squawk 0507.
a little loud.
0502, did I hear that right?
0507.
Really quick, let's get the ATIS. 12.
Roger that, 0507.
Toronto Center,
120825.
Encore 3650. We're on the ground at Toronto on Alpha, and we're looking for clearance to Nashville.
For 3650, Toronto, clear Nashville.
Runway 23. Departure runway 23. Inform ATC that you have information Victor. Toronto International Information Victor. Weather at 1700 Zulu. Wind 280 at 13 gust 19er. Visibility 15. Few clouds at 3,500. Few clouds at 18,000. Temperature 2. Dew point -7. Altimeter 2999er. The primary approach is ILS runway 24 right. The secondary approach is ILS runway 23. Departure runway 23. Inform ATC that you have information Victor.
Alright guys, we have information Victor.
Toronto International Information.
Oops, I keep clicking too many times.
Cargo 8174, Toronto Center, squawk 0524.
Observer 524 from the Cargo 8174.
Okay, 855 Heavy identified, descend 8000, Toronto altimeter 2999, runway 24 right.
Roger, sending map 6, 8000, QH 2999, Air Canada 855, expecting 24 right.
Shots 4562 on the 270, heading intercept the localizer, runway 24 right.
Toronto Center, Air Canada
Dang it, he jumped in front of me.
is holding at runway 23 at Toronto International.
Yes, I do use replay tool. Just do not let me
know.
forget about it before we land, because I don't have it turned on right now.
Canada 239er, I show you short of 15 left. You want to confirm that?
That's fine.
My
We'll just take
transponder on?
15 instead, but yeah.
Copy that. Winds are 280 at 13 gust 19. It'll be pretty decent tailwind. It is completely up to you. I can give you clearance off of 15 left. For now, squawk code 0553.
0553, Air Canada 229.
Freaking Toronto Center, Air Canada 116, looking for IFR to Montreal. We are holding short 23 at Quebec, hotspot 3, type CRJ, with information Victor.
Lufthansa Cargo 8174, heavy, you're identified at 380, good afternoon.
Said all that for nothing.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Citation November 733, CYUL entering the west side of Lake Ontario, heading 070, flight level 410.
I think I said all that for nothing. I think he missed me. I got stepped on. Toronto Center, Air Canada 116. I was about to say Canadian Center a second ago. I had to catch myself. I think we're on the wrong frequency. It says I'm on 12165. We should be on 125775. I'm not sure why it says that. Let me see. Oh, that's true. I don't know how that happened. I didn't click on it. 125775.
Canada 941 identified, descend 12,000. The altimeter 2990 will be runway 24 right.
24 right down to 12,000 and 2999. Air Canada 9041.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 116.
Departure MIGLO transition, flight plan route, depart 23 squawk 0537.
How is it so busy in Toronto all of a sudden? I'm Air Canada, not Jazz. We probably should be Jazz.
4562, I see you tracking north at 24 right. You're intercepting 23 then, confirm?
Yeah, we're intercepting 23.
Oh, somebody's landing on 23.
Lining up right now.
That's fine with us. Clear the ILS approach 23.
Clear for ILS approach, runway 23, Lufthansa 4562.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 116.
Canada 116, Toronto.
Air Canada 116 looking for IFR to Montreal. We're currently holding short runway 23 at Quebec, type CRJ, information Victor.
Yeah, 116 just gave you your clearance about a minute ago. Cleared Montreal, dead key 4 MIGLO, flight plan route off 230537.
0537. Alright, squawk 0537, Air Canada 116.
Canada 116, read back correct. It's ready for departure.
Copy, ready for departure.
Canada 116, Toronto winds 28013, gust 19er, clear takeoff runway 23, call it work.
Clear to take off, clear for departure, runway 23, Air Canada 116.
Canada 1, correction, Canada 239.
So
you are able to depart 15 left with the tailwind?
Affirmative. That should be fine.
Roger, Canada 1, 239. Line up and wait, runway 15 left, short delay here.
Line up and wait, 15 left, Air Canada 2.
Alright, he's waiting for us. We have aircraft taking off on the crossing runway,
Toronto
aircraft landing on our runway.
82340. Cargo jet 621, confirm? Yep, that's us.
So we gotta hurry.
Cargo jet 621, squawk 0547. Okay, 0547, cargo jet 621.
Alright, we got our departure. Me straight out.
Air Canada 2257, you are identified in the climb, maintain flight level 380.
I love flying in areas where it's like partly covered in snow. It's just so, I don't know. You can actually see it's like a lake effect storm coming in too, it looks like.
Lufthansa 4562, 1 on the roll, runway 231 to depart a crossing runway. Prior to your arrival, the Toronto winds 28013,
Alright,
gust
guys.
19er, clear to land runway 23.
East to land, we gotta go.
Clear to land, runway 23 after the two planes depart Lufthansa 4562.
Toronto Center, good day, Canada 123, this is Commercial Victor,
Alright, we're rolling. Airspeed's alive.
Canada 123, Toronto Center, Roger, stand by with.
And Encore 3650, holding short, runway 23.
Canada Encore 3650, hold short. Can 239, the traffic now crossing the intersection, no factor, winds 28013, gust 19er, clear takeoff runway 15 left.
Clear takeoff 15 left, Air Canada 2.
Positive rate, you're up. Heading 237.
Canada 941, descend 8,000.
Down to 8,000, Air Canada 941.
Canada 123 cleared Vancouver, AVSEP 6 departure, MUSA transition, flight plan route, depart runway 23, squawk code 0567.
Clear to Vancouver, AVSEP departure, immediate transition, and departure runway 23, squawk 0567.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong departure.
Encore 3650, are you able immediate?
That's affirmative, Encore 3650.
Encore 3650 on departure, fly heading 350, or correction 330 rather. The wind's 280 at 13 gust 19er, clear takeoff runway 23.
Roger, 330 on departure and clear takeoff 23, Encore 3650.
Canada 123 readback is correct. Push start at your discretion.
At
Advisory
245.
taxi, we got Victor and the altimeter is 2999. Canada 116, you're passing altitude and maintain your runway heading for now.
Passing 5,800 and maintain runway heading, Air Canada 116.
Canada 116, thanks. Climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Air Canada 116. Did you say ident?
Negative, you are identified.
Copy. At runway heading is about 245. We're a little bit off of that, so we need to go right. Adding some trim in there. Got the throttle back and climb. He cleared us a I already forgot. Was it 2? Help me out in chat. 210?
Canada 239, so you're passing altitude.
2100.
Canada 239, thanks. Clear, you are identified. Clear direct dead key, climb flight level 230.
Direct dead key, flight level 230, Air Canada 23.
Canada 116, turn left, heading of 150.
Left 150, Air Canada 116. Alright, heading mode on, autopilot on, speed mode on. And left 150. There we go, thank you guys, 230. I'll put that up here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please keep your seatbelt fastened.
There it is, 230 is plugged in. We're turning a left to 150, passing 11,000. Landing lights off. Bit of a busy.
116 cleared right, correction left turn direct dead key, flight plan route.
Direct dead key, Air Canada 116.
You'll be able to access our wide range of free live streams.
Direct dead key, XQ.
Encore 3650, identified, so you're passing altitude.
And also want to...
Encore 3650, thanks. You are identified again.
That's going to be a left turn.
15,000.
Roger, up to 15,000 for Encore 3650. Depends at 456.
Alright, so I got my heading directing us to dead key. And
gate 170 today.
Very good.
4562, great news, thanks. Left turn hotel, cross runway 15 left, right turn Bravo, and wrap at your discretion.
Where's the airport at?
Sorry, I was just flipping some switches. Did you say left on hotel, right on Bravo?
Affirm, cross 15 left.
Hotel Bravo, cross runway.
I know it's the clouds rolling in. Oh.
Left on Christian Encore 3650, turn left heading 240.
So dope. Like, guys, I'm gonna say this every time I play Microsoft Flight Sim because this is one of the things that I personally love about Microsoft Flight Sim versus the other sims, and that is the weather system and the fact that when we loaded into Toronto,
left turn 240.
240.
An hour ago. Dang, it's been an hour already. When we loaded into Toronto an hour ago, it was clear skies.
Air Canada 855 heavy after
and now we have overcast clouds rolling in.
After
I'm not sure what direction it is from.
Air Canada 855.
From the west. Yes, the homie, I'm using an app on my iPad called Navigraph Charts. There's an airport right there.
17,000 an hour.
And if you need it, to 090 for
it's a bit more snowy now than it was when we got here too.
Okay, 090.
And Axel Subo just confirmed that
Canada
this is
116, climb flight level 390.
390 Air Canada 116. And Alex Zubo confirmed that this is about what it looks like in real life. That's pretty cool.
3650, you can go direct.
That's what I like to hear.
Flight plan.
Alright, 39,000 feet is our cruise. We're going to set that. We're also going to put all of our altimeters in standby. It doesn't seem to work, and it hasn't worked in a while. But it doesn't seem to work like clicking on Barrow to put it in a standard. So I have to just kind of like scroll it till it gets to 2992.
This is Blue Streak.
And we're going to go ahead and turn on VNAV.
Pushback 5020 Toronto, sender squawk event.
Hopefully that works. And then we're going to climb at about 265.
Blue Streak 5020.
Indicated.
Pushback 5020, thanks. Identified descend 12,000, Toronto altimeter 2999er. The 8 is Victor, landing 24 right.
Yes, very true. Even active sky, which actually does give you very accurate weather, in my opinion. But the only problem is the fact that when it loads up new updated, weather, instead of I say this too much. I don't want to repeat it, but is that Toronto City right there? Hold on, hold that thought. There's Toronto City Airport and the downtown Toronto area. You can't see it too well here, but it's right there.
Will it be Alpha 2 to get to the gate today?
It can be whatever you want. Basically take Bravo and any ramp entrance you wish.
Oh, okay.
Nice. So actually I did check the weather before our flight today, and there is a bit of a snowstorm rolling in from the west in real life. For the area, so it's pretty accurate. You see east of our aircraft, it's kind of like there's no snow, right? It's cold, but there's no snow. But west of our aircraft, which is where all the snow is coming from and the cold weather is coming from, it's getting really cold and icy and snowy. Now we didn't actually see snow come down because there was no precipitation, but that is still pretty cool. So we are airborne, passing 23,000 feet en route for. Why are we stopping here? En route.
Air Canada 851. Air Canada 85. India.
Oh, there's an altitude restriction
all
here.
Day long here. You're identified at 360.
That's why it says alt cap. I think.
The Toronto ATIS is Victor. When ready,
just go in turn off VNAV, go into speed.
Runway 24 right. The
And
altimeter
we'll do
2680.
280.
Victor at discretion.
There we go.
Down 8,000.
But yeah, the weather's dope. I love the weather.
It's all good. I'll get it.
Yeah, on active sky, it works good for me personally. It's just that I hate the weather popping in. So in our scenario today, what would have happened if we had been using active sky on X-plane? Oh, is that a contrail down there? I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted by other things. If we were at active sky in the same scenario, we would have loaded up at the airport, clear skies, completely clear, all the way to the horizon. And then as soon as, it detected on a nearby METAR that it was overcast, or overcast coming, it would just change the entire sky to overcast as far as the eye can see. Which isn't realistic, because what realistic would be, hey, well, you'll see partly cloudy, you'll see some, a little bit of broken clouds, and then you'll see overcast. But yeah, we're headed to Montreal for our first leg. If everything goes well, we'll continue and come back to Toronto again.
Encore 3650, climb flight level 240.
But yes, X-Plane 12 is supposed to fix that problem, so hopefully it will work well.
Cargo 8174 Heavy, Lee Meyer Space is South Cleveland offline, surveillance service terminated.
And personally, one of my favorite CRJ liveries is actually the Air Canada Express CRJ livery, which is this one right here. Axel says the lake effect sucks. You can't fly every afternoon. Yeah, that's crazy. I've heard about those lake effect storms you guys get in Toronto and around that area. That's nuts. It could be a beautiful day and then out of nowhere just a nasty storm rolls up.
Clear direct destination 30 kilo.
Oh shoot. I forgot. We didn't turn nav mode on. Dang it. Alright, we're flying past dead key now, which is all good. I'm gonna go ahead and click on nav. We were just flying on heading mode, so we're basically vectoring ourselves in a direction, but now because we're so close, we just flew right over to dead key. The FMC detected that we were there, which is cool. So now we're gonna go straight to Sandon. And it did have an altitude restriction on the departure, but because he cleared us to 39,000 feet, we don't have to stop there. That's why I turned off VNAV, because VNAV actually stopped at the restriction, which is good. That's good to know. So if I was flying a tight restricted departure on ATC, it would let me know. Noah Khan, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. And where the heck are you going?
5020 to 8,000.
Okay, all right. Well, I gave you props too soon.
Carter Jet 621 heavy, do you require latest Hamilton weather?
Heading mode on, turning back on course. We're gonna go direct.
Yep, just gonna offer you that. Sounds good.
To Sandon, please. Thank you. Alright, that should fix that weird. Because I think what it wanted to do was refly that entire leg. It wanted to go back to the waypoint we were just at and then fly from there.
That's where MIGLO was, at least. Hold on, let me look into that.
Sounds good. Yeah, it has 070 heading from your current location, so 90 degrees off your left.
Leo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's going on, Leo? It's good to see you, bro. Big shout out to your channel as well, man. Fellow live streamer. Leo Sticks has been doing his thing on YouTube.
Give him a call now, 34-7. Have a great afternoon. 34.7.
Thanks for stopping by and showing some love.
Canada 123 says you're ready to taxi.
Alright, so we right now have Toronto Center on. Boston Center is on. We're not going to see them today. Montreal Tower is online, and Montreal ASUS is online. So we're going to have to watch out for both of those. We'll probably stay, I'm assuming, with Toronto Center until we get there. But I'm not familiar with how it's all broken down. So let's take a look at that real quick. Now we're flying over some clouds, which is freaking gorgeous. But while we're doing that, we're gonna take a real quick look at our flight plan. So give me a second to bring that up. We'll jump over here to the Sim Toolkit Pro window. And you'll see this is our flight thingy-majigger. We're flying over Lake Ontario right now. I'll go over to live map. And I'm gonna show you guys where that storm is coming from. You're thinking about streaming the Concorde? Yeah, why not? Do what you want to do, bro. There's plenty of people out there who love Concords. And if you're one of them, you should definitely stream it. Alright, so this is where we are right here. Hopefully you guys can see this version okay. I usually use the light map. It just, I don't know, it's, for me, I like the dark one. Because you can see the airspaces. So this is the Toronto Center, and over here is, I think, Boston. I think that's it. Wow, Toronto is pretty big. It goes all the way up here. Now, I thought about doing a flight over to North Bay. Never been there, which is why I want to go there. Because I've never been there, and it sounds interesting. North Bay. It's in the middle of freaking Canada. And then there's another place over here called Thunder Bay. Or here it is, Thunder Bay. I thought about going here. Weather's pretty bad out there as well because of this whole storm just rolled through. So I thought about going there. There's actually some pretty solid scenery for it by some developer I don't know the name of. It was really hard to find, but I was like, do I really want to buy scenery for this airport to do one flight? And I was like, no, I don't. So we're not flying there. Montreal had the free scenery, so that attracted me to go there. But we just took off out of Toronto, made the left turn over Lake Ontario. We're gonna fly over Belleville. We'll fly over Ottawa, I think, at some point. I know where's Ottawa. There's Ottawa. We won't fly right over it, but we'll see it in the far distance and horizon. But it looks like we are going to lose air traffic control around this area because Toronto stops there. I don't know if we're going to have to talk to Boston. Like, I assume not. We're just going to barely, like, skim past Boston's center. It doesn't make any sense. We're still technically flying over to Canadian airspace, I think. Cloud9 Surfer, welcome to the stream, man. Juan Pierre, welcome from the Netherlands as well, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. Ryan, welcome to the stream as well. Good to see you. Am I a pilot in real life? Technically, no. Technically, no. But I am training to be one. at some point in the future. But that's our flight plan. Very short flight. Again, we're 26 minutes out already. Like, we're already halfway done basically. It's a 46-minute flight, and we'll land. We'll do a quick turnaround and try to come back. Here's that storm I was talking about. Pretty big. And from what I can tell, it's going from west to east, because when I first logged on this morning, it was like over here by Minneapolis. It's moving pretty fast. So when we come back to Toronto, most likely all of this will be covered in this. So it's gonna be IFR coming back, right? And it's been beautiful. We flew out of Toronto just in time before the storm got there. They get some beautiful clouds, but coming back in, I'm not gonna be able to see anything. Montreal, last time I checked, had a few overcast clouds. You can see there's a few scattered storms out here as well, but it might be kind of cloudy out there, so we'll see what happens. But it's gonna be interesting for sure. I wasn't expecting to have snow. It's kind of late in the winter, right? Isn't it spring now or something? But you know, I can dig it. I like it. I like flying into the snow. It kind of gives us a little bit of variation, a little variety. I like that, so I can dig it. Let's go ahead and turn that down. Thank you, Cloud9. I'm glad you trust me as your pilot. That means a lot. I think it's important to people to trust you as a pilot, right? Like, if I was gonna actually apply for a job as a pilot, you would want the people, you know, interviewing you to be like, hey, yeah, I could trust this guy with my $100 million plane. Lay says he's looking out the window and he sees clear sky, so bro, not for long. I think you're about to get hit with some storms over there where you're at, man, if you're in Toronto. But yeah, it's been a while since we've actually flown the CRJ on Microsoft Flight Sim, and I don't know, I really, every time I fly it, I'm reminded of how much I actually like this plane. And really what it does for me is it just makes me more excited about the other planes that I really want. I gotta watch out for our top of descent coming up in 16 minutes, 120 miles. There's an alt cap. I want to go a bit faster though. We're at 39,000. Let me go into my FMS here. We'll go to MFD menu, and you see my mouse is freaking out again, having a seizure. Perf. No. MFD menu. I want to turn off airports. I don't want to see that. You see MIGLO is right there. MIGLO is only 58 miles away. Our top of descent is going to be after Redo. Cool, yeah. I mean, I'm into helicopters. I'm into plane. Honestly, for me, like, if I had the opportunity to do flight training for a helicopter, I would not turn it down. I wouldn't. Like, I love them both. I'm gonna turn on VNAV only because I wanted to descend when I'm ready, and we'll come back and set our altitude. Actually, we'll do it now. We'll set our altitude to our bottom of descent on our RNAV departure, or sorry, arrival into Montreal. We're expecting runway 24 right. That's gonna be landing. Hold on. Yeah, I made a pretty major mistake on our departure, and that is I had the departure chart for Montreal and not Toronto. I get all the C's and the Y's mixed up. And so I was kind of like scrambling to find what I was supposed to actually be doing. So we're landing south in Toronto. I'm gonna get rid of this one. That's gonna be 24 right. So that means our bottom of the descent is gonna be 4,000 feet. So I'm gonna change my altitude here down to 4,000. You landed the Q400 in IMC the other day at Montreal and P3D. Pretty cool. You know, I've actually had the Q400 on my mind lately. I've been thinking about hopping back in the FlyJ Sim Q400 on X-Plane. Just haven't committed to it yet. Alright, so that's set. We can forget about that. We're good for 13 minutes. 13 minutes until top of descent. That's one thing I like about this plane, is it shows you that. So here, we're in climb mode. Or is that 13? Oh no, we're descending already. No, that's not what I want to do. Never mind. Let's climb back to where we were. We did that too early. Back up 30. Okay, 39,000. There we go. Thank you. And we want to climb. We don't want to descend. All right, we'll wait a second to do the descent part before we get there. Yeah, we're all right. All right, let's just relax for a bit. But yes, the Q400 has quite a bit of a learning curve, and that's the kind of the thing that steers me away from it, because I learned it. I learned it pretty good when it first came out for X-Plane. But then since then, I haven't flown it. It's been about a month, right? Or something like that since I've flown it. This is gorgeous. Priyanshu, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the new subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Hopefully you like what you see. I don't know how you cannot like what you see here. And I'm not talking about my face. Forget about my face. I'm talking about this right here on the screen. Like, this is such a cool perspective of the world, flying here, flying northeast now to Montreal over snow. That's actually all that white down there. I believe that's actually little lakes covered in ice and snow. Sounds good, Lay YG. ATC is gonna be offline here. We are expected to land though in about 20 minutes. Let's see if we can find out when our top of the descent is coming up. Yeah, I guess it's weird because, you know what, I think we might have input this wrong. What did I put as my altitude? Yeah, 39,000 feet. Alternate would be 37. Oh, wait, I'm trying to think. Am I thinking right?
Appreciate your amazing discussion with Chewy the other day, and thanks for streaming with my favorite aircraft on my favorite sim.
Thank you so much for the super chat donation, and thank you for the kind words. Yes, it was a pleasure, honestly, and an honor to be able to speak with Chewy last week on the Blue Experience Aviation and Flight Sim podcast. It was really cool getting to meet him and learn more about him and his, his mindset and perspective on flight sim. It was really cool, really interesting discussion. Matter of fact, you can go listen to it if you missed it. You can watch it or listen to it on YouTube, watch the replay, or you can go on Spotify and listen to it on there. Just search Blue Experience Podcast and you'll find it. So I'm trying to figure out why it's not showing the top of the descent for me. For me, it's still showing climb. So I must have done something wrong. But yes, Marsh, thank you again for that super chat. It's a pretty short flight, and I believe it's time to descend now. Let me look at my Sim Toolkit Pro because it tells me there too. I feel like it might be a little too early. According to our... Oh yeah, we do need to descend. According to our arrival, we need to be at... Oh, actually, no. Maybe at or below flight level 240 at Edmach, which is here. And that's what it says, 24,000 feet. But it shouldn't say climb. I don't think it should say climb. Is this an ILS flight? It most likely will be an ILS landing, but that depends on the weather. I mean, we're going to use an ILS no matter what, but if the weather's good, we'll do the visual instead. Alright, well, I think we should descend. At least down to 24,000 feet. So I'm going to put 24,000. Uh-oh. What does that sound? Emergency lights off? Who turned the emergency lights off? Did a door open? That would be bad. that would be really bad. That would be really bad. Alright, I'm setting my altitude now to 24,000 feet. Oh, hella glare. Must be turning or something. Come on, I'm trying to scroll things and it keeps zooming in. Okay, this is getting annoying. Yeah, I remember the last time we flew the CRJ on Microsoft Flight Sim, we did a flight down to below minimums into Aspen. Definitely should have been a go around. 100%. I think it was Aspen. Alright, 24,000. I'm really struggling getting this thing to turn. And I'm gonna hit VNAV and hopefully that'll drop us down where we want to go. We'll see what happens. What should happen is you should get your cruise, and then down here it'll show how many time and miles till your top of descent. And I think it is actually showing that now. We'll see. Deuce lets you turn what off? What did you turn off? Who's my country? Do you mean what country do I live in? I live in the United States. I'm in Texas. Do I have a Texas accent? I'm curious. What does my accent sound like to you guys who don't live here? Like, do I sound like I'm from Texas? Do I sound like I'm from, I don't know, nowhere? If you had to guess where in the US I stay, where would you guess? Luchon Gaming, welcome to the stream, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. New York or Atlanta? Wow. I don't think I sound like that at all. I don't think I sound like that at all. But okay, that's interesting. Cali, okay. That's funny. That is really funny. New York, huh? Interesting. I mean, here's the thing though. New York don't really have an accent. Like, they do, but they don't at the same time. The reason I say that is because New York and LA are so mixed of people from all over the world that everybody just kind of mixed up. Everybody's mixed up. And honestly, I feel like I'm that way. Oh, I should have turned it off a long time ago. We didn't do our after takeoff checklist. Lights, and did we ever turn everything off? Yeah, that's off. Flight attendant, good. Transponder, good. That's good. Climb. Fuel cross flow. We're gonna turn it back on in a second, but cat reversers should be off. We'll turn them back on now. Descent checklist, landing elevation, set fuel. Checked. Radar on. Approach briefing. We're descending via the HAB 6 RNAV arrival, all the way down to 4,000 feet. We're expecting to make a right base turn onto runway 24 right in Montreal. We're gonna put in our ILS information right now, so we'll go to our radio. Navigation nav 1 is gonna be a 111.9er. Ohio. I don't know what Ohio people sound like. And Priya, I've already shouted you out, bro, so you only get one. There you go. Matter of fact, you just got two. Yeah, I don't know what Ohio sounds like. But yeah, so I was gonna say is I feel like I'm kind of like New York and California in the way that versus a lot of people who are from where I'm from and look like I look. I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to brag or sound big-headed or anything. I don't take it that way, but I just feel like I'm a bit more cultured in a way, you know. Like I've been thankful to travel to different countries and go different places and meet different people and have friends from all over the world, and you know, obviously all those people will influence you in certain ways, and that, you know, comes down to kind of how you talk, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm even, you know, learning Spanish and stuff, so like I'm trying to get that accent. But when I talk Spanish, like the accent's weird. I don't know, I sound weird when I talk Spanish. I'm not comfortable speaking Spanish yet. But yeah, so I don't know, I just feel like I'm such a mixed person, like I'm full black. Don't get me wrong, I'm 100% black. I'm straight up black. But when it comes to like the surroundings that I've been with and around and exposed to, I'm very diverse. I feel like in my personality, you know what I mean? All right, good night, Priya. See you later, man. Yes, I agree. Traveling is an amazing education. Like if you are a kid or raising kids, I think it's a great idea to expose those kids to different cultures. For one, they will have a greater appreciation for what they have. If you've ever been, you know, to places that are less fortunate than where you stay. Okay, I don't like this. This is not working. We're gonna have to descend manually. Vertical speed. VNav off. It's so funny. I tested VNav earlier, and it worked perfectly fine. But now that we're live, I think it's getting cold feet, and it's not working how I expected. So we go about 3,000 feet per minute initially. Gonna pull the power way back, and it'll start descending down into Toronto. Sorry, into Montreal. But if you could, you know, if you can go somewhere or see people or just experience life less privileged than where you stay, you have a greater appreciation for what you have. And I have actually had the opportunity to go to places that are less privileged than what I have been growing up, and it's definitely set me straight, I guess you could say. Like, I used to go to prisons. I didn't go to jail. I was, you know, I was voluntarily volunteering at prisons, so I got to see people and learn about their lives and how stuff is going, you know, go to different areas. You know, I used to do non-profit stuff for homeless, things like that. And so you get to meet people and learn things and just realize that how blessed you really are. So if you can do that for yourself, or even for, you know, your family, your kids, or somebody you may be mentoring, it will be a good idea, because it'll really give you a greater appreciation for things you have and where you already are in life. You know what I mean? So we're descending. We're already too high. We're probably gonna have to make a 360 at some point here in the sky. We're supposed to be at 16,000 feet at the next waypoint. We're at 36,000 feet. Matter of fact, we could hold right here at RV, and we're gonna do that, making a right turn. Heading mode, turn that on, and we're gonna make a right turn to 256. All right, so we do a quick hold here, a descending hold at RV. Montreal area traffic, Air Canada 116 at 33,000 feet, making holding at RV right turns south of Montreal traffic. All right, so we're descending. We need to get down to 16,000 feet before we continue. How long have I been playing flight simulators? I've been playing flight simulators since Flight Simulators 98. Matter of fact, if you go to Microsoft Flight Sim, sorry, if you go to flightsimulator.com right now, see if I can find it. I'm not sure if it's still there. It's probably gone now that I'm mentioning it. Let me see. If you go to flightsimulator.com, okay, it's not working. Hold on. Oh, I'm gone. Okay, that finally took me off the home page. Okay, I had a few days. If you go to MicrosoftFlightSimulator.com right now, scroll down and you go to Community News, and you'll see my name on the right side, Community Spotlight, Blue Games. This was an amazing opportunity. But click on that. You can learn a little bit more about me. I tell some of my story in there and some of my intentions and goals and passions in that. But yeah, my first flight simulator was Microsoft Flight Simulator 98. On my dad's old computer, and I didn't know how to do anything except for nothing. I was playing on a keyboard and mouse. Like, I couldn't figure out how to get the plane to level off, because if you hit the left arrow one time, it would turn the left aileron and keep it there. So I had to like count how many times I pressed the left key, and then press the right key the exact amount of times to hopefully get it back level. The good old times. Do real flights do 360s? Yes, they do. if needed. On charts, you guys can't see the charts because I don't have them here, but there's actually little areas where they designate, hey, this is an area that you can do what we call an hold, and an aircraft will hold around that particular waypoint until ATC clears them to continue, or whichever they need to do. So yeah, airplanes do 360s if needed. Most of the time they don't. I don't say most of the time. In my case, it was a pilot error. I missed my top of descent. In real life, if I was a real pilot, I would not have made that mistake, most likely, because I would have been more on top of it. The stream curse. Yep, Josh. Yeah, but again, I had the VNAV worked perfectly. VNAV, I'm telling you, I'm saluting this CRJ because VNAV worked perfectly. I did a test flight earlier, and it just did everything I wanted to do. And then now that we're streaming, it's like, what VNAV? I don't know what that is. Look at that view though, man. Again, kind of got clear where we're at right now, but we got some clouds either on the way in or on the way out. I'm not sure what the weather is in Montreal. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and check on that. We'll get that from Nightbot in the chat. So we'll type in METAR CYUL. I think ATC went offline too. Let me double check that. No, tower is still online, so we can get the ATIS 133.7. Back to the cockpit. We're at 21,000, still descending. So let's see if we can grab the ATIS from here. Radio. Does COM 2 work in this plane? Let's see if COM 2 works. So we need to be on 133. 133.7. And where is the COM 2 thingy-mabob? I don't know if that works. Yeah, we're just gonna put it in COM 1. 1337. Interesting, I never heard Toronto Center hand us off. We might be too far away to hear it. And then towers on 119.9. There we go. All right, so I got another right turn to heading 076. That'll put us back on the original heading we were on. Alright, 1,000 above, 16,000. Again, 076 in the heading here. And that'll put it back on the exact track that we were on before here, holding at RV. Deuce Legend says VNAV never works. Actually, in Europe, I've heard in Europe they do a lot of holding at 360 degree holds. Like I've heard really interesting stories, like when it's really busy, like in I don't know, London Heathrow or Gatwick or something like that, they'll stack aircraft on top of each other. And what I mean by that is they'll have like one plane doing 360s at 12,000 feet. They have another plane doing 360s at 14,000 feet. And then another plane doing 360s at 16,000 feet. So they're all split up by a few thousand feet, just doing circles around each other. It's really cool, right? It's really interesting. And then as the airspace clears up and they can clear them to land or approach the airport, they'll start, giving them clearance to exit. It's a really interesting concept. I don't know if they do it on Vatsim, but I heard about that. I can't remember where I heard about that. I would turn. We can go straight back to RV and then continue on course. Looking better, 16K. Alright, so I do have the ATIS plugged in, so we'll see how when we will get it, as I can't hear it yet. And when you put power back in, now that we're leveled off. Chief says they do it on Vatsim as well. You've seen those flights. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Never witnessed it myself, but it's a pretty interesting concept. Sounds efficient, right? It sounds really efficient. It's like basically waiting on an elevator, right, in the sky. You're just turning circles at 16,000 feet. All right, you clear down to continue turning circles at 14. All right, now go down to 12, right? And you're just like waiting in line, like a line that goes up instead of like out. It sounds like a good idea. He says voice is unavailable at Montreal. They have removed it and they're looking to fix a bug. You sent the ATIS text above. All right, thank you so much, YG. Good to know. I'll go ahead and is tower voice off too, or is it only the ATIS? Yeah, because at some point, like we just went silent. I hadn't heard anything for a while from anybody on the radio. So I guess there's a bug or something going on. Oh, I think what is that? No, that's not it. Only the ATIS. Gotcha. Copy. All right, now I gotta go in chat and find out where you sent the where you sent the ATIS. I didn't see it. But Nightbot says the winds are 200 at 12. Visibility is 15. 15. Yeah, few at 2,000, few at 25,000. Temperature is 6. Dew point. Temperature's -6. It's cold. Dew point is -10. Altimeter is 2997. So I'm going to put the new altimeter in.
Tour de contrôle, Air Canada Rouge 221, radio check.
Tour de Montreal, bonjour, 5/5.
Oh, I love Montreal. We get to hear all the French. Oh man, it's like the best place to hear French without going to France. I love it. Should I say bonjour? I'm gonna say bonjour when we talk. Don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. All right. Oh shoot! I keep forgetting to turn on nav mode. We just passed by our waypoint. Like a right turn and nav. That should continue us to the right. Our next altitude restriction is going to be 9 or 1,000. Oh, please don't respond in French because I won't understand. Yeah, that's not it. Only say hi in French. That's it. Hi and bye. And thank you. That's it. That's all I know in French. That's why I'm always worried about saying like stuff in Spanish to people, because then I'm like, they're gonna reply in Spanish and I'm not gonna understand anything they're saying. Hello, Robert from Oslo. Welcome to the stream, man. Anybody in chat excited about Formula 1 besides me? Am I the only Formula 1 fan in the chat? In NASCAR? In racing in general? Oh, no, I'm just too hyped about it. I've been last couple days since our last stream, I had a little time to hop back on iRacing, and hadn't played iRacing in probably a couple months. I've just been so busy flying different planes and DCS. You know how it is. There's so many games to play. Been so busy doing other stuff. Hadn't had time to plug in my wheel and get into iRacing, and was getting my butt whooped. It's been so long that I kind of, you know, like it's a different car. It's been like updates and stuff like that. So I've definitely could use some practice. All right, let's go ahead and continue descending down to 9,000 feet. I don't know that VNAV is going to work for us here, so we're just going to do a manual descent down to 9,000, so vertical speed mode. Actually, you know, I'm going to go to speed. Yeah, I'm going to do speed and then 250. Since we're going to descend down below 10,000 feet. We just got the beep beep here a second ago. I think we're already on his frequency though. Yes, testing next week. Is that this coming weekend or the weekend after next? I'm really interested to see how people I'm interested to see who's going to be fast, you know. That's really the biggest thing. I have vertical speed on. We should be descending. We got a beep. Give me a second to acknowledge that. What is it that he wants? Oh, there's the ATIS. Thank you very much, George. Information Golf is current. Weather's winds are 220 at 12. Visibility is 15. I got a few clouds at 2,000, a few clouds at 25,000. Temperature is -6. Dew point -10. Altimeter is 29907. We got 29907 plugged in there. We'll pull our power all the way back. We want to descend at about 250 knots. We'll put some speed brakes in. IFR approach, ILS 24 right, and ILS runway 24 left. VFR runway 24 left, departure is runway 24 left. We do need to keep that in mind because we are planning on departing out of here too.
Rouge 221, prêt à copier, éclairance VFR pour Boston.
Rouge 221, la route n'est pas
And we have information Golf. I've never been to this airport in this sim, so looking forward to seeing how well it has been done.
Rouge 221, confirmez vous êtes prêt à copier, la route n'est pas parce que...
Airfield's actually right there. It's like less than 10 miles. It's about 12 miles at our 1 o'clock. Flying over the frozen river right here. There it is, Montreal. Cosmo Christopher, how do I choose my flights? There's various ways. For streams, I don't know. Sometimes it's based on like a scenery release, like a new scenery I want to try out. What I'll do is I'll be like, hey, like today, for example, I was like, I know I want to fly in and out of Toronto. What airlines fly in and out of Toronto? All right, well, Air Canada, WestJet. What's the name of the other one? Yeah, there's a few of them, right?
Rouge 221, ok. C'est compris, je suis prêt à copier une nouvelle route. Rouge 221.
Right above Eric's house. Everybody wave. Let me get some hands waving in the chat at Eric. We're flying over his house. He lives right there.
Victor, India, Romeo, Kilo, Alpha. Direct
Justin, what's up, man?
de Kennebec, c'est Echo, Novembre, Echo. Puis la route de plan de vol. Départ piste 24 gauche, affiché 4 transpondeurs 1044.
This might be hard. I could barely understand what he just said. Was that in English? I don't know. Alright guys, descent checklist real quick. Landing elevation set, fuel is checked, TCAS good, radar good, CAS good, land data good, approach briefing good. Before landing, passenger science on, thrusters versus arm. Thank you very much, Coco the Gamer, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. We're not ready for landing gear and all that yet, so we haven't gotten that far into it, but we're good to go. We're now on a right downwind runway 2824 right. I'm waiting to get to my altitude before calling him, and I continue down to 4,000 actually. Keep that descent coming, please.
Rouge 221, pouvez-vous s'il vous plaît répéter le waypoint de Virka un petit peu lentement, s'il vous plaît?
This is what I love about Vatsim. Guys are talking like actual French. It's Canadian French, but it's still French.
Partir avec niveau de vol 290 aujourd'hui, rouge 221.
Ok.
Montreal, bonjour. Air Canada 116 is on right downwind at 8,000, requesting ILS runway 24 right.
Canada 116, Montreal Tower, bonjour. Information Golf, altimeter 29907. Continue approach at your discretion, coming back on the final.
Copy, we'll call you back on final, and we do have information Golf. Air Canada 116, merci.
Sure.
Alright, let's go a bit faster here. And we'll zoom this screen in. That's the thing about flying airliners is you tend to have your head down here a lot, right? So let's do a real quick double check. So radio, we're doing ILS 24 right. He told us to continue to do our approach or whatnot, and call him back on final, which is what you would usually do. You usually don't talk to tower until you get on final, unless it's a class Delta or something like that, and you're flying in, you know, whatever. But we're looking good. We got all of our radios looking good. We'll leave that as is. We're descending down now for 4,000. And we're on right base. Airport's on our right. Got a few clouds out here. It's nice snowy. You can see downtown Montreal over there. I have actually been to Montreal in real life. Once or twice, maybe twice. I can't remember now. It's kind of been a while. And I loved it. I've been to Montreal a few times actually. I know it's been multiple times. Both Toronto and Montreal. I've been there multiple times, and I loved my stay there. I was only there for a few days, I think, when I went, but it's really cool. Eating the Montreal food, Toronto, the Canadian food, and just seeing everybody is really cool. Captain Dawson, welcome to the stream. I love that question. Would I be able to land this plane in real life if there was an emergency? A lot of things would have to go wrong for me to be put in a position as a non-pilot to land this particular plane. Honestly, yes. I shouldn't say yes, but honestly, yes. If it came down to life or death, I think I know enough of the basics to get it down. Now, the issue is, what state is the plane in? I don't know this plane well enough to probably land it if it only had one engine, or if it had a hydraulic failure, or if it was a perfectly good plane and for whatever reason everybody is dead, then maybe I would be able to do it. Maybe I might be able to put us somewhere that we could survive if I can control it, right? Because if it flips over and all that, then we're all dead. There's no hope for anyone. All right, we're 4,400. Continue descending down to 3,000 now. With speed mode, please. And we'll bring that speed down to about 180 knots. There it is. And we should be slow enough for our first notch of flaps. I'm like, don't worry guys, I'm a flight sim pilot. I did this in the game, right? Yeah, I think people will be more scared actually if I told them that. Alright, seatbelt signs and all that's gone. Overhead all looks good. We've been cleared to approach, still not clear to land yet. Is this another airport? What is this little area? I don't know what that is. Do I prefer flying in America or Canada more? I have to say I'm a bit biased. I have to say America, only because I live there. It's the only reason. But I honestly, one of my favorite places to fly in the world is Western Canada, over in British Columbia. That's one of my favorite places to fly. Like, if I'm just gonna go and fly a gorgeous, amazing, beautiful flight with crazy weather, I'm gonna go to Western Canada. I actually don't think it's an airport, guys. Alright, while we're kind of creeping up here, I'm just gonna really quickly get my flight plan for the next flight, going back to Toronto. You guys feel free to join me if you want on Vatsim or on Microsoft Flight Sim. If not, you guys know there's a window of view saved for you as you're at work or at school or whatever it is you're doing. Trying to get some multitask action here. Should be making a right turn any second now. Unless there's vectors here. Are there vectors here? There's vectors here. Okay, we need to do it ourselves, so right turn, heading mode. Let's go. Uh-oh, we have a problem. We have a problem. The plane did not stop at 3,000 feet. I think it's because we're stalling. Oh boy. Yeah, that's what it was. So now we're at 2,000. Yeah, I think it's a good time to take over. My controls. We'll fly from the base. The good news is we're on Vatsim, so we don't have to switch a bunch of different controllers. We just have one controller that we need to talk to, and we're already talking to him. Fly by TC, you just got on Vatsim for the first time. You're in Montreal setting up, bro. That's amazing, man. You're gonna love it, man. That's good. That's good.
116, wind 22012, clear to land, runway 24 right.
24 right, clear to land. Air Canada 116. Alright, winds are not too bad out here, as it was in Toronto. That lake effect came in with that gust of 19 knots. Is it just me, or do you see the clouds moving ahead of us? I'm in an armed approach mode just to have that help, that little guidance there. ILS. We need to be 2,000 feet at a Met key. We're already good. We're already below the ILS, so we're good. We'll fly from here. Gotta manage my speed. Everything. Turn a little bit to the left here. Oh yes, replay mode. That real quick. Oh wait, we're not gonna do replay mode. We're gonna do replay mode when we go back to Toronto. I want to do a quick turnaround and get back to Toronto. I don't want to waste a bunch of time, so we'll do the replay for this next flight, not for this one. Sorry. Plane's flying pretty smoothly though, I have to say. I'm hearing good things in the chat about this scenery. So again, this is, I loaded it in my community folder and then I just left it. So I don't know how good it actually is. Making a left turn, or right turn, sorry, on the localizer. We are going to be below it, so that's okay.
Rouge 221, prêt à sortir et démarrer de la rampe.
Rouge 221, refoulement, démarrage, autorisé face à l'est, refoulement spécifique.
Sortir et démarrage autorisé, rouge 221.
And this thing is smooth and not a bump in the sky right now. Thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family and enjoy the landing. There will be no replay, so you have to watch it live. How are we doing on altitude now? We're good. We're good. We're just underneath 2,000 feet. I don't have visual of the runway. I think I kind of see it, but I can't see it too well. And let me get the other screen on. There we go. All right. Now I'm fully paying attention on landing. As we are a bit off to the right, I'm gonna get my ground chart. If you guys could let us know where we're parking, that'd be very helpful. I think we went too far now. Yeah, we did. Do I speak French? No, I do not. There it is right there. And I believe we're low. The weather, I think, is good enough for visual approach. Clouds are a little low, but you can see really good, very good visibility. Any gate from 1 to 15, all right. I'll look at that in a little bit. All right, let's get slowed down. And we're about 5 miles out. Gear's coming down. Lane lights are on. Listen to that. You can hear the flaps coming down and the gear. Those extra sound effects are actually coming from FS Realistic.
Rouge 221, prêt à taxer à la piste 24 gauche.
Rouge 221, piste 24 gauche, altimétre 2997. Circuler via la rampe nord, Alpha 4, Alpha, traverser la 28 américaine à piste 24 gauche.
Alright, we're a little low. There's not a lot of crosswind, but it is a little windy.
Et Alpha.
Bursters are armed. Flaps going all the way down. Here comes a balloon here in a second.
Rouge de 1, j'imagine que vous avez coupé, juste confirmé. C'est la rampe nord. Donc c'est à la gauche de la rampe qui est à votre gauche en ce moment. Puis après ça, vous allez sur Alpha 4, donc tout droit, puis vous prenez la deuxième gauche sur Alpha. Traversez piste 2-8 et marquez la piste de 4 gauche.
Rouge de 1, désolé, j'avais coupé. Donc si je suis correct, je prendrai la rampe nord, Alpha 4, puis Alpha, après c'est la piste 2-4 gauche, correct?
Rouge de 1, affirmatif, juste confirmé, vous demeurez à 4 de la piste de 4 gauche.
Rouge de 1, que voulez-vous que je confirme?
Rouge de 1, confirmé, demeurez à 4 de la piste de 4 gauche. Vous allez attendre là-bas?
Ben ouais, rouge de 1, on attendrait à la piste de 4 gauche, correct?
Roger, merci.
50, 40, 30, 20.
There it is.
Air Canada 116, welcome to Montreal. Left one able, do you have a gate?
I will take gate 6 and left one able, Air Canada 116. Alright, that taxiway there is
Roger,
closed.
gate 6, taxi via Bravo 2, cross runway 28, Foxtrot, and the south ramp. Have a great day.
You're gonna have to repeat all that, I wasn't ready. Can you repeat that one more time for us?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Montreal.
Gate 6 via Bravo 2, Bravo, cross runway 28, Foxtrot, and south ramp.
6 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile device.
Alright, over to gate 6 via Bravo 2, Bravo, cross 28, and then Foxtrot to south ramp.
When opening the overhead bins, as items
Air Canada 116.
during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of the
Alright, there we are.
We apologize for the delay. Please coordinate with airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or vouchers.
Alright, Bravo, and over here it's gonna be Foxtrot. So he already said cross it, so we don't have to ask for clearance to cross it. This right here is going to be the runway. Not runway 10 or runway 28. And it's gonna be over here somewhere. So let me go take a look at our parking chart. We're looking for gate 6. Where the heck is that? Don't know where that is. We're on Foxtrot. Oh, here's Foxtrot. It's gonna be a left turn. It says take the second lane. All right, this is the first lane I think we just passed. Are we on the second lane? I think this is the second lane. All right, guys, again, no replay for the first leg. We do want to make a return flight, and we are already delayed about 30 minutes on this flight. Passengers are not going to be too happy with us, but we did get them here safely. Let's see what our landing rate was. And look at the snow on the windshield wiper. I don't remember that being a thing. That's really cool. Completely snow-covered airport. That is really sick. All right, we'll get the land lights off. And there is ice detected here, so we'll get the wing. I'm not sure if we would turn on anti-ice stuff on the ground, but I'm doing it. There's a, is that an Air Canada A330? Or 777? I'm not sure. Alright, so this is my first time looking at this airport. This is the Freeware Montreal. There's a Porter -8 over there. That's pretty cool. There's a maintenance truck in the way. We're gonna go ahead and hit him. You don't learn today. Got WestJet parked over there. That's another Air Canada -8 on the brakes. Oh, I'm gonna hit this guy too. All y'all need to get out the way. Don't you know the rules of the airport? Oh no, Flyby's PC crashed. That's horrible, man. That sucks. Alright, it should be over here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be on the other side of this terminal here on our right. Like I said, we're gonna park. We're gonna make a quick, just, you know, set up the FMC again, get right back out here as soon as possible and head back to Toronto, and we will watch the replay for that leg. So sorry if you can't stick around for that.
Rouge 221, prêt à décoller, piste 24 gauche.
Rouge 221, Unicom à l'envol, vent 2202.
Yes, PC crashes are the worst. It's one thing if your game crashes, but if your whole PC crashes, that's like just like a slap in the face. You know what I mean? It also depends on what's like. What have you been doing? Like, are you setting up a flight that you just take off? You know, it kind of depends. All right, so it should be on the other side of this Airbus. And if this isn't 6, it's okay. We'll deal with it. Yeah, I think I will take this jetway right here. I gotta say, this is pretty solid for a freeware airport. All right, there's a line. I think we're actually at 2A. That's okay. And stop. There we go. Park brake on. I want to see the outside because we have like ice and snow on the windshield wiper. That's really cool. Where are we? Eric used to work at Montreal for years. Used to take your breaks on top of the parking garage plane spotting. That's pretty cool. That's actually what I do now when I work at the ramp. I go plane spotting on the top of our garage as well. Yeah, we got a little ice on the nose. Yeah, last time I flew this plane, I don't think that was a feature yet. They hadn't added the icing model, and that looks pretty good, like versus what we see on the default planes with like the crazy exaggerated icing and stuff. This is a much better representation of icing on an aircraft. So we're definitely gonna get some icing turned on. You can see it's pretty darn cold. It's below freezing outside. Windshield wipers got ice on them. I don't see any ice on the rest of the aircraft. Let's go ahead and turn it off. We'll shut it off, and then we'll get this next flight going. Get these passengers off here. They're waiting for us. Our Pack X passengers are pretty upset right now. Alright, so APU needs to be on. It should be on already. It is APU. Gens are on. Strobe and logo lights gonna come off. Land lights off. Those off. That's good. Go ahead and shut it off. Boom, boom. What's the sensitivity of my rudder pedals? It's all default, so bad. Real bad. My friend over in Montreal with ATC, huge thanks to you, man, for the ATC, man. Really appreciate you coming on for us today. I'm not sure how long you're going to be on, but in case you got to leave, I just want to say thank you in advance. We're heading back to Toronto now, so I'm going to get that flight. I think I've already booked it. No, I didn't finish it, so let's go ahead and finish it. We can go back as Jazz if you guys want, which is JZA. The return leg is Jazz 116.
Inbound for landing.
Canada 2921, Montreal Tower, salut, information Golf, altimeter 29907, continue approach at your discretion. You can
yeah, Cheeky, I got you, we're switching to Jazz. The thing is, I was looking for this flight in real life, and I couldn't find Jazz Air. I only found Air Canada.
My own flight plan. Appreciate it.
Alright, that's good. Beacon light off. Now the engines are off. We'll get the doors open. And we get the jetway out of here.
Impact, arrivons, on planifie la 2-4 droite. Dans environ une quinzaine de minutes, juste pour vous aviser, on va retourner sur le trafic.
We might need de-icing before we leave.
Le station qui appelle, vous pouvez confirmer le signe d'appel? Par Canada 927. Canada 927, pour Montréal, bonjour. Information de gaz.
Yes, using real weather.
Et confirmer la petite tonifie?
If anybody actually lives in Montreal, you can let us know whether or not this is anywhere near accurate. Snow on the ground, cold temperatures, getting ice on the windshield. I'm getting ice back here in the front of my engine cowlings.
On change sur la fréquence de route et on a le trafic sur efficace.
Cheeky's gonna be in a Q400. Sweet. All right, let's get it going. I don't have all day. I wish I did, but I don't. All right, that's connected. We got the passengers deboarding, and we're gonna go set up our FMC for our next leg. First, I need to disconnect from Vatsim and reconnect because I'm logging my flight plan again. And while we do the turnaround, we'll get some turnaround music playing. Next. I like that song, I can dig that. Just in the background. Accurate, but the river is not frozen. Yeah, it's probably, yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's cool, but yeah, I definitely understand why it wouldn't be. All right, flight plan. So, am I still on Vatsim? I did not disconnect, I disconnect. File. Alright, flight plan is filed, and now we are reconnecting to Vatsim under a new call sign. We are now Jazz. Is it so? How do I say it in chat? Help me out because I tend to say it wrong. Is it Jazz Air call sign or is it Jazz call sign? Let me know so I can know what I'm supposed to say. Or is it like something else, like completely random, like Speedbird? Like, who the heck would have thought? It's just Jazz. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. All right, cool.
Montreal Tower, this is Jazz 102 with information golf. Looking to pick up IFR to Halifax.
All right, we're reconnected, and they should have my flight plan now on file. So I'm gonna go to set up our FMC one more time. Make it nice, quick. Charlie, Yankee, uniform, Lima. Charlie, Yankee, Zulu. And departure, as they said when we listened to the ATIS earlier, was I think it was runway 28, right? Double check that.
Captain, all passengers have left the plane.
Actually, departure runway is 24 left.
Jazz 102, we have your clearance. Pleasure, copy IFR.
We're ready to copy IFR, Jazz 102.
Jazz 102, clear to Halifax, Montreal 1 departure.
Halifax, that's a good flight too. That's a good flight. Most likely we're gonna get the Montreal 1 departure, so I'm gonna expect that.
By the Montreal 1 departure. Then
yep, he just got it too.
Routes, we'll squawk 1013 and we'll expect 24 left for departure, Jazz 102.
So Charlie.
Jazz 102, that gets correct information. Golf is current. Call me back. Ready for push and start.
Back to departure arrival. Once again, another short flight. We had a couple waypoints on this one, so I had to put those in. Let's go into flight plan, next page. Wait, hold on, what's in here? Yeah, next page, vectors to Bobki, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo, Kilo, India. And then direct to Melty, Mike, Echo, Lima, Tango, India. And then Torney, Tango, Oscar, Romeo, November, India. And we'll execute that departure arrival. Arrival index, arrival is going to be the Raged, or the Raged 5 via Torney. Expecting runway 23, possible ILS. Probably the weather's gonna be pretty bad going back into Toronto because that storm was coming in when we left. And we'll probably expect vectors. We'll see. Let me see. I approach 23. Star is Rage. Yeah, it'll be vectors. Actually, let's do new deck. There we go. I execute that. Let's go ahead and call for our IFR clearance to Montreal. Where we at? Sorry, to Toronto, my bad. Toronto Tower, Jazz 116, looking for IFR to Toronto with Gulf.
Jazz 116, Montreal Tower, bonjour, cleared to Toronto, Montreal 1 departure, flight plan route, depart runway 24 left, squawk 1032.
Alright, clear to Toronto via the Montreal 1 departure, then plan routes, expecting runway 24 left, squawking 1032, Jazz 116.
Jazz 116, feedback is correct, information Golf, call back ready for push.
Copy, we do have information Golf, and we'll let you know when we're ready to push Air Canada, sorry, Jazz 116. Alright, cool, we got everything we wanted, beautiful. Only 24 left, is that what we originally put in? Yes, it is. Beautiful. I like it when things go as planned. Let's go to our legs page, make sure we don't have any discontinuities. We have this one. We'll again put 20 on top of 20. It executes. We'll go over and we need to refuel this baby because we are doing a second flight. So we only fueled the first flight for one flight. Now we need 8,061 pounds of fuel. Go to performance. And I don't know why it's a bit more. So I found out a reason. Hold on, before I get off track, let me do this. I was watching a video yesterday. 8061 enter. I was watching a video yesterday. I don't know how I found it. It popped up in my recommended on YouTube. And apparently it's this group of guys who do ferry flights. Anyways, it's a really cool channel. It's really interesting. Let's do 89 passengers, full flight this time. And he was talking about like kind of like the reason why
is on right base,
it's it takes longer to fly west than it does to fly east. Now one of the reasons is obviously the wind. The other reason though is because you're flying against the Earth's rotation. Yeah, that was interesting to me. I was putting some random numbers in here. We're gonna go about 200 pounds in the front, 600 in the back, 650, something like that. Again, we have a bit of a heavier flight, more passengers, more bags. Enter, set payload and simulator, copy perf into the FMS. Yes. And we'll set our V speeds. I actually forgot to do that last flight. I noticed it and didn't mention it because, you know. But it is snowing, so it's gonna change our V speeds as well. So set all that. We'll go over to our FMS, jump on the perf page, go to perf init. Welcome back, flyby. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I agree with you, man. Cruising at 38,000 feet this time. That's gonna be F380. Boom, right there. We have again 52 passengers on board, 965 pounds of cargo. Perf page is set up. VNAV is good. Let's go through here to make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
7965 Montreal Tower, bonjour. 5x5.
Yep, good.
7965 crossing left, room to Toronto.
This track is fire. Radio bueno. We said bon. Let's see. Yeah, I'm good. Like I tend to look at it too many times thinking I'm forgetting something, but we're good. Hopefully VNAV works this time. Okay, cool. Alright, what's next? What's next, Blue? I thought my dog came back in. Alright, I'm going back through my checklist here. Make sure we haven't forgotten anything. Copy the perf. We've got the fuel. We got the V speeds. Originating. Oxygen should be good. Audio warning good. Electrical panel is good. Fire detection and FireX monitor good. External lights. Nav should be on. Beacon should be off. Rest of it should be off. Alright, we said bon. Let's see. Fuel panel good. Bleed air good. APU panel is on. It should be. I seriously think we might need de-icing before we leave. Start panel is good. Hydraulic panel all auto and on. Cabin pressurization is good. Air conditioning is gone. NCI is good. Windshield heat is good. Probes off. Probably should leave that. I don't know. Like I know that some airlines have different like procedures for having anti-ice on the ground. I just don't know any of them. So I mean, yes, we need it, but do we turn it on? I don't know. Emergency lights are armed. Standby compass is good. Nose wheel steering off. Clocks. We haven't touched the clocks. Thrust reverser, lever, quadrant checked. Avionics are good. Alright, next up, before start, we are about ready to push back here. Passenger signs. on. Let's go ahead and check on our Pack X people again. They were kind of pissed off because we were late that last flight. We're gonna start a new flight.
102, ready for push and start with information golf.
Jazz 102, push and start approved, face east, coming back, ready for taxi.
Flight number, random number 3679. There we go. Flight time 55 minutes. Time until takeoff 15.
Montreal delivery, good day.
Full flight.
417.
Next, no Wi-Fi on board, and no meals. Start.
Air Canada 417, Montreal Tower Bon.
Yeah, how much longer do we have on our boarding process?
Montreal 1 departure, flight plan.
Still boarding.
Departure runway 24.
Alright, she wants us to wait 6 minutes until they finish boarding. I don't know if we should wait. I'm ready to go now. So before start checklist is complete. Actually, no, it's not. We haven't done the altimeters yet. I think it's the same as it was, which was 30. Did we not change that? Thank you so much, James Doyle, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, my friend. Welcome aboard. We still got seats open, so come on in, my friend. Come on in.
Confirmation on the Montreal 1 departure. That's Charlie Yankee uniform.
Somebody in chat, do me a quick favor and grab the new METAR, exclamation mark METAR in the chat, and get us to the most current weather for Montreal, CYUL. And we will actually wait just 5 minutes for the passengers to board. But we're ready. We've already set up the box. We're ready to go. Let's do a quick walk around. Oh, we wait. Oh, look at that. It's getting even more icy. Yeah, we need to get off the ground ASAP before we get ice down here.
Air Canada 417, Montreal.
6 minutes is enough time to grab a quick Montreal-style smoked meat sandwich across the gate. Hey, guys, remind me. In Canada, you guys have this famous dish. Or I don't know if it's famous, but it's a popular dish to do when you go to Canada as a visitor. It's like is it poutine? Is that what you call it? It's like fries or something like that. Fries and a bunch of stuff on top.
I could not see the runway due to a lot of snow going on around here. Requesting vector.
Air Canada 2921, Roger. Climb 5,000 feet, maintain runway heading for now.
Alright, so we do have snow. The leading edge of the wings look good, but the nose is pretty icy. Cowling is looking pretty icy.
I cannot 2921. I cannot give you vectors. However, would you like recommended vectors?
That's fine.
Yeah, I think because he's tower, he can't give vectors. Look at that.
2921, passing 3,000 feet.
Yes, that's what it was. Fries and gravy. It's so weird. I did try it though when I went to Canada. It was alright. I didn't love it. I like my fries a little less soggy, and gravy just makes it soggy. Alright, 3 minutes until the boarding is complete. We're finishing our walk around here, and everything looks good except for we have a bit of ice forming up on the. Oh my god! As we walked away, and now it's even more covered in ice. So we're gonna have to turn anti-ice stuff on in the cockpit when we get back inside. Hopefully it'll get rid of it before we leave. It'd be cool if I could walk around here and actually click on the baggage compartment and open it. That'd be really cool. Just reach up there, push, pop it open. All right, cool. Get back inside. As long as we don't have ice on the window, we're okay, honestly. And the reason we're not getting ice on the window is because our windshield heat is actually on. So I'm gonna leave my pro heat on. I'm gonna turn on all the anti-ices. See if that helps at all.
And Montreal Tower, Air Canada 41.
Air Canada 2921. Did you say to turn? Can you remind me of the left heading?
Everybody's talking on top of each other out here.
Blocked. Air Canada 2921. Turn right, recommended vector heading 330.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Turn right heading, recommended heading. Vector.
Can you get my iPad app through the App Store? Yes, you can. It's called Navigraph. Oh, she's ready. Cool. It's called Navigraph Charts. It's called a pushback truck out here. Now here's a weird thing. I'm gonna turn the music off.
Say again?
Music.
And Air Canada 41.
Here's the weird thing about toolbar pushback. If you're doing a turnaround flight and you're parking at a gate that doesn't have equipment at it, like this one doesn't have any GSE, no ground service equipment out there, the pushback truck won't actually come out anymore. You'll just you'll just be pushing back with nothing attached, which is annoying, but it is kind of how it works. So if I hit start pushback, it's gonna just try to start pushing me back, I think. And it won't talk to me either on the turnaround, so you have to basically reload the entire flight to get the pushback to work. But as you can see, the jet weight is moving out, and we will go ahead and close the doors.
Welcome aboard flight 3679 with service to Toronto. Our flight time will be roughly 55 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed.
Box removed, cargo doors are closed, service doors closed.
Your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap.
APU's on, electrics are on, takeoff data set, doors are closed, beacon lights.
Cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all call.
Beacons on, fuel pumps on. And hydraulic pumps are all on in auto. We'll release the parking brake. I think the guy is connecting, I'm not sure.
Vector, turn right heading 060.
Turn right heading 060.
And again, we're expecting our way 24 left, I think, right?
Montreal Tower, Jazz 1 and 2 ready to taxi.
Jazz 102, runway 24 left, altimeter 2997.
Yeah, 24 left.
Taxi via Alpha Mike, Alpha, cross runway 28, hold short, runway 24 left.
Alright, we got altimeter 2997 and we'll taxi to 24 left via Alpha Mike, Alpha, cross 28, hold short 24 left, Jazz 102.
Canada 27, la bienvenue à Montréal, la gauche sur le golfe, vous une poste?
Ouais, vas-y, on va être golfe, ça va porter 6-0.
Ooh, we got a long taxi. A long taxi.
La porte 60, circulez via Golf, ligne Est et bonne fin de journée.
Golf, ligne Est pour la porte 60, Air Canada 297, 927, bonne journée.
Toronto Tower, Jazz 116 ready for push at gate 6.
Jazz 116, push and start, face east, coming back ready for taxi.
Pushback face east, we'll call ready for taxi, Jazz 116. Alright, let's get it.
Jazz 7965, requesting pushback.
Alright, parking brake released.
2 minutes to 1, the field's at your 3 o'clock, 3 miles out, report the field in sight.
I don't know, my pushback truck is tripping right now.
I'm sorry, did you say that was for me, Air Canada 2921? I didn't hear you clearly.
Oh wow, really, Eric? Pushback tool is gonna drop an update soon. Supposedly, we'll have pre-planned pushback. That's gonna be a game changer. That is gonna be a game changer.
Air Canada 291 will be descending to 3,000 feet.
I really hope that comes out. Alright, so I don't know what's going on. I'm asking for the pushback truck for a second time, and he's trying to figure out where the heck he needs to go. Midnight Maverick, what's going on, bro? Welcome aboard, my friend. Good to see you. How's it going? How's life? Well, to be honest with you, bro, it's going pretty good. I can't complain. We just hit 28,000 subs like last night. And me and my wife are working on closing on our own house, our first house. So that's been going on. So pretty excited about that. We might be in the house by the end of May. They're actually building it right now, so. And I might go look at it tonight.
I cannot help you further leaving my airspace, so continue approaching the
The pushback truck is driving from Toronto. Yeah, he's confused. He's
that's fine. Thank you so much. I'm actually going to make a right.
Let's try that again, pushback man.
About 150 at waypoint Molac.
This is ground. Stand by.
Turning right base to Alice 24 right.
Yeah, Roger. You can do that at your discretion. There's no traffic.
Yeah, Tyler, man, if you could do that, man, you'd be a hero to the entire flight center community. If you could make, you know, just more realistic ground services and just all that, like UB hero. Yeah, this, I don't know that this is gonna work. We're probably gonna have to find another way. I mean, we have room to turn the engines on here at the gig and just make a right sharp turn. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Because he doesn't, yeah, he's
Ground, please cancel pushback
yeah,
operation.
you're fired. You're so fired.
Pushback canceled.
You're so fired. All right, well, let's go ahead and fire the engines up, and then we'll just get out of here. So starting engine 2. Beacon's already on. And I think this, I mean, again, this isn't up, like Microsoft just updated, right? A couple days ago, or was it yesterday? Yeah, a couple days ago, Microsoft updated. So it's possible that there are bugs. One thing I am noticing is that I am not hearing any engine startup sounds at all in this plane. And it really bothers me. Yep, reverse thrust, push back. If we have to. Like, is the engine even on? Oh, I didn't finish cranking it.
First is approved face to the east, coming back ready for taxi.
Here we go.
Pushback approved, facing to the east, clear taxi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight.
Yeah, no sound.
Air Canada
Let it fasten, please make
Nothing.
Air Canada 2921 has reported the field inside and is inbound for landing. Pilot 24, right?
To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest
Alright, engine 2 is on.
22 Jet 12, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Starting engine 1.
Clear to land, runway 24 right. Air Canada 2921.
Yeah, it feels like we're doing an air start. I don't actually know how to air start a CRJ.
Jet 102, Unicom Airborne, wind 22 Jet 12, clear to take off, 24 left, alright?
Unicom Airborne, runway 24 left, clear to take off.
That guy going to Halifax just beat me. We should have been leaving at the same time.
And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Oxygen is flowing to the max and to the breathing.
There we go.
If you're traveling with children, now's the time to
Data Master, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Alright, after start checklist. Electrics on, bleed valves are auto, packs are already on, APU off. Uh-oh, I don't know that left engine finished. Oh no, it did not. I thought it was done.
If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation.
We'll see if it kicks in. I might have to turn APU back on. We should be okay to just go with one engine and start it like that. We'll see. I'm not getting any oil pressure yet.
Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat
I
backs
might
and
have
tray tables are in their full upright
bumped that.
position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking
Here it
flight.
comes.
Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located.
We get power from the right engine, hoping that'll help kickstart the left engine.
Know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Alright, I think it worked. Alright, so bleed valves, packs, APU, anti-ice, nozzle steering armed. Oui, c'est bon. Passenger signs on. Turn on. That's good. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's go. Brakes release. We're just gonna turn around and then we'll ask for clearance to the taxi.
You can assign me one. Let me get my charts real quick.
Okay, Canada 2921, next left onto Bravo 2, and then hold short of Bravo for now.
Oh, it sucks, flyby TC. I was hoping you'd be able to join us, man, and get your first Vatsim flight logged.
To left,
It's all good, man. It's all good. Alright, that'll be east right there.
Left onto Bravo, and we'll hold short
Gonna get
of
us in the
Bravo.
alley here, and then we'll get our taxi clearance.
My departure airport was Ron Pearson. Pearson, I'm sorry. International Charlie Yankee Zulu.
There we go.
Hey, Roger, Canada 2921, I can offer you gates from gate 1 to 15. Which one do you like?
I'll take gate 1.
Roger, taxi via Bravo, Echo, cross runway 28 and the whole short of north ramp for now, so do not enter the ramp area yet.
Jazz 732 is ready for push and start.
Alright, somebody's coming in the park here by us, so we need to get out of here.
Stand by, Canada 2921, go out for the repair.
Air Canada 291, you said taxi to Bravo, Echo, and where else? Again, I didn't hear because I was cut off.
Yeah, 2921, so it's Bravo 1, Bravo, Echo, hold short 228.
Okay, Bravo 1, Echo. Sorry, Bravo 1, Echo. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry.
Toronto Tower, Jazz 116 is ready to taxi with the weather.
Jazz 116, 24 left, altimeter 2997, taxi Alpha Mike, Alpha, cross 328, hold short 2 for left.
Uh, 24 left via Alpha Mike, cross runway 28, Alpha Charlie to 24 left.
Jazz 7965 requesting pushback.
Alright, you got that. Alright, let's go.
Jazz 7965, confirm your date.
Taxi lights on,
We're at around Jazz 7965.
recognition lights, nose lights on, and gas it up. Zachary, what's up, man? For the next stream, can I do Air Canada 787? I cannot make that promise. Matter of fact, Toronto to, I think, MKJS. Is that Jamaica? Can't remember where that is.
Okay, Air Canada 2921 is back.
I'm definitely down to fly Air Canada, and I'm down to fly 787 at some point. I can't promise that exact route, but if you drop that suggestion down in my Discord feedback section, I can at least document it and remember it when I'm looking for routes to fly. But I probably won't fly that exact route because that is quite a long flight. Most of my flights are less than 2 hours and less is what I do most of the time. Sometimes I'll do a longer flight, a long haul, something like that on a special occasion. But usually most of my flights that I do for live streams are less than 2 hours. Only time I do a longer flight is if I'm doing it on my own, like offline, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be busy, I'm gonna be away from the computer, you know, stuff like that. I can just let the computer sit here and do a flight while I'm not here. Alright, let's get our flaps set to 8. I'm gonna race this guy here to the taxiway, crossing 28 now. 28 is not an active runway. And he also cleared us to cross it, so we don't have to worry about asking for crossing clearance or anything like that. Gotcha, Zachary. Yeah, man. I'll look into that, seriously. But again, leave it in the feedbacks area on my Discord, because I promise I will forget. Stand by. Our transponder's not on. Yeah, it's on now. What was our... He gave me a... why are we going so fast? He gave me a squawk code, and I don't think I put it in. It was 1032. Jazz 116 is squawking Charlie.
Goodbye, thank you.
Yeah, that's what he was asking, I think, because I didn't, Data Master, can you do a 737 flight from JFK to Pluto? If we jump on Star Citizen and maybe get a 737 mod, that might be possible. But I think that might be a little longer than 2 hours, so I don't know that I can promise that I can do that. But if you put it on my feedback channel, I could take it into account. Alright, if you guys just joining us though, we are on our second leg for today here in the Aerosoft CRJ 900 in the Air Canada livery, taxiing in Montreal for a snowy, cold departure off of runway 24 left, currently on runway Alpha, going back to Toronto for our final stop for today. And again, thanks, big thank you to Toronto Tower and Toronto Center and Montreal Tower for coming online for us today. Really appreciate that. Also, thank you Panda Jim for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. All right, not this one, but the next one is going to be our entrance. For the Montreal 1 departure, all we need to do is go runway heading at 237. So I'm going to put my heading bug down here to 237. And that is it right there. Try the new Midway scenery to Syracuse. I do have the new Syracuse scenery from Vertical Sim, which looks amazing. I haven't flown it yet, but it looks amazing. Midway, what is that, Microsoft or X-Plane? So I think there's one on either of them. I'm assuming you mean X-Plane because the Syracuse scenery is for X-Plane. Didn't XP just do that flight? Like that exact flight? Or did you fly somewhere else?
Information hotel was not correct. Altimeter 29906 at the footsteps north from the outside.
Montreal, Pierre Elliott Trudeau International Airport, Alytus, India.
Voice is working now.
Hotel. Weather at 19000.
116, are you ready at the
250 at 9 knots, gusting 16. Visibility 15. Fuel at 3000.
Yeah, the Jazz 116 holding short 24 left. We're ready to go. And your voice ATIS is now working.
Minus 11. Altimeter 2996. IFR approach.
Roger, Jazz 116, no further ATC available. 1 airborne, switch to Unicom. Winds are 250 at 9 or gusting 16. Cleared for takeoff, running 24 left.
Clear for takeoff 24 left, and we'll switch to Unicom when Airboy. Thanks for the ATC. Have a great day, Jazz 116.
Thank you for the trust.
Merci beaucoup.
Dirty.
Alright, land lights on. Strobe lights on, logo lights on. We're clear to take off. We have information hotel.
Jazz 7932, runway 24 left, altimeter 29906. Taxi via Alpha Mike, Alpha, cross 228, hold short.
And we need to also change our altitude here.
Alpha Mike Alpha, across the word, hold short.
Man, it is so snowy, you can't see anything except for the yellow line here. We have traffic on the runway, that is okay.
Station calling, I'm sure that was a hot mic, but it was received 0 by 5.
And we'll hit Toga. On there, we'll put the throttle into the Toga detent, which is the third one. Release the brakes. Trim is tripping, so it's whatever. Ignore the CRJ on the runway. Lufthansa. Uh-oh, I can't see the center line, so I'm just like all over the place. Alright, center line is way over here. Airspeed is alive. Here comes 140 knots. V1 and rotate. And easily we are off the ground. Positive rate gear up.
You're gonna 2921. I see transmitted voicemail and we're receiving you 0 by 5.
Goodbye, Montreal. It was nice to meet you today. And yes, I do recommend that scenery. Look at that. It looks pretty good. That is really good for some free scenery. I will definitely be back. Uh-oh, I think we're stalling. Oh, we're going too fast. Alright, flaps up. Gear's already up. And we'll go ahead and turn on course here. It is actually a snowy runway. I don't know if it is in real life. But, it's snowy. It's probably not. I mean, in real life, they usually try their best to clear out the snow. as soon as they can. But again, honestly, like, I don't mind it personally. I like the variation. Like, if it's snowy in the area, then I don't mind getting a little snow. Because some runways will be like partly snowy. You'll see like some snow, but not a lot of snow. That one was completely covered. Alright, we are now departing. We're gonna go direct to our first waypoint. So direct, Bop key, execute that. And now we're gonna go to nav mode, autopilot, speed. D250, it should be on FMS. We should be making a left turn. I think it's trying to, oh, autopilot. Okay, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Alright, my controls. Back to climb. Make a left turn. Look at these clouds. Alright, now let's try the autopilot. Oops, wrong button. No. Doesn't like something. Oh, you know what? We didn't turn this stuff back on, did we? Oh. I don't know. Something I didn't press. Click the rectangle and then press autopilot. What rectangle? Hold on, let me trim it out. Aviate first, guys. Aviate first.
Gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may turn on larger portable electronic devices. This is also a reminder
this rectangle?
to keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight and do not form a line near the lavatory.
Not that rectangle. Oh, hold on. Let's try that now. Ah, there it is. That's no, we didn't want to be that aggressive though. Let's try that again. Let's try that. Disconnect, please. I'm sorry, passengers are probably scared out their life right now. Alright. Nav mode. Thank you very much. Speed mode. Alright, speed. Let's go with 250. Autopilot. There we go. I did it. And not sure where it's going. I'm hoping it's going to Bobkey. Yes, it is. Okay, Bobkey is to the right, so it's going the right direction. Nice. And let's see if VNAV works. Alright. Okay. Oh, you know what the problem is we're already above the altitude that I want to actually be at. So let's go here. I go to 38, I think 38,000 feet for this one. And I'm gonna hit. I'm turning off VNAV, turn on speed, and I'm gonna go back to VNAV just to make sure, because I didn't have the altitude selected correctly. So I want to see if VNAV will actually work for us this time, and it will go with like 265 knots for the climb, and we should get another right bank. Nothing to see here. Just a regular jazz departure. It's all a normal procedure. It's all good. Alright, flaps are up. Gear is up. After takeoff checklist. Oh, we skipped the taxi one and all that, didn't we? Yeah. Fuel cross flow. Let's pretend like that was on. It's now off. Thrust reverse is off. That's it. CAS, seatbelts. Not sure why that CAS message is on. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Plane is doing what planes do. As he said when we took off, wouldn't be on Unicom. So I'm actually gonna stay on tower just for the radio chatter, but we'll pre-select 2.8. What's really cool is that COM 2, guys, does actually work. I just don't know how to turn it off. Oh, maybe I do. Actually, no, I think, you know, I don't really care right now, so we're just not gonna do it. But I think if I click on this guy, I believe it should turn off COM2. Turn it on and off. I think. In theory, that's how I believe it's supposed to work. Alright, here's our legs page. That looks alright. We're missing our top of descent information, but that's okay because we're still climbing. You guys already noticed a difference here from last time. And we are past 18,000 feet, so we can now turn our barrel to standard, which is 2.992, and that's good. Let's go outside and enjoy the view. Final leg. And see how that icing is looking. So a little bit of ice on the nose still, but it's all right. Nothing dangerous. Adds a little character to the plane, that's all. One other thing I want to do is turn off our landing lights. That should have been on the after takeoff checklist, but it's not for some reason. Alright, lights off. Quick side note tip: if you're flying fighter jets on Microsoft Flight Sim or DCS especially, doesn't really matter on Microsoft. If you're flying fighter jets, it's smart if you're flying into a a hostile area or situation to turn off all of your exterior lights, nav lights, logo lights, strobe lights, everything. You don't want to be seen. You want to be stealthy. Eric, bro, I agree with you, man. I agree. That's one of the difficult parts with the CRJ, and kind of one of the downsides of the CRJ is just how small all these screens are. And it's really not that they're small, it's just that they're far away from your view, so you have to zoom in to actually get a good look at any of this stuff. And it's the same for me. I don't think it pops out. No, it doesn't. But like in X-Plane, the X-Plane CRJ has the same problem. It's a typical problem for a CRJ, and so what they do is you can click on each of these screens and pop them up so you can see them bigger on your display. Now I don't know how it is in real life, how difficult it is to see this stuff in real life, but every CRJ I have flown on and the sim has always been very difficult to see the screens. Got the chrono, man. This mouse is freaking out, man. I can't click on anything. Oh well, back outside. Alright, so we're departing out of Montreal. Partly cloudy skies, very smooth air though. I'm interested to know what Toronto was going to look like for us this time. We took off earlier, it was clear skies, it was transitioning into kind of partly cloudy and then overcast with some snow and precipitation on the way in. So are we going to get there during the snow? After the snow? Is it going to be like covered in inches of snow? How's it going to look? I don't know.
Wind 250 at minus testing 16, clear to land, runway 24 left.
But like, this is the kind of stuff, we'll turn them down a bit. This is the kind of stuff that makes me love Microsoft Flight Sim though. Like I got on Microsoft Flight Sim today, I'm just looking at it, and I'm just like, man, honestly, I have to be honest, like this is the sim that I wanna be on. Like people always ask me like, what do you prefer, X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Sim? Well, I don't know if I'm biased because I'm currently playing Microsoft Flight Sim, but honestly, at the moment, Microsoft. But not as is. Not as is. Like Microsoft is not my choice as it is. I want all of my favorite aircraft to a high quality. I mean, this might be a lot to ask, but I want all of my favorite aircraft rendered in a high quality, inside and out, including systems, in Microsoft Flight Sim, right? Fabre973, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Welcome aboard. Good to see you. That will be a perfect world for me. So like all the planes that I personally enjoy and love right now on X-Plane that keep me coming back to X-Plane. If all of that existed in Microsoft Flight Sim, I don't know that I would touch X-Plane again. Now the thing is, by the time we get all those planes that I love and cherish in X-Plane currently, by the time I get those in Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane 12 will be out, and I might not feel the same way. I don't know. But as of right now, I would love to have my 737, high quality 737, high quality 320, 321, 757, 777, 7674, you know, all the sevens, 350, all that stuff in this sim, because it just looks amazing. It just looks good. I just like looking at it. Happy landings. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. You said you heard me on ATC. You were just flying a few minutes ago. That's pretty cool, man. Nice. Where are you flying to? Happy landing. Be chilling up here. Peaceful skies up here at 30,000 feet. We are going to be going against the wind, so this leg is actually going to be a little longer than the first one because we're going against the wind. Thank you, Lay YG, bro. Seriously, thank you, man. You definitely made this flight way more enjoyable. Thank you so much for coming on and being Toronto. Sorry, I keep saying Toronto. Being Montreal Tower for us. Very enjoyable, my friend. Hopefully, I get to fly into your airspace again sometime soon, man. Happy landing. You did a flight into you're doing the same flight as me. Oh, cool. Yeah, we're doing the exact same flight. Happy landings. That's sick. And you're streaming too. Pretty nice, man. I have to check you out, bro. Thank you again, Lay YG. Thank you again, man. I know one thing for sure. I'll be probably flying in and out of Toronto more often in the coming weeks and months. Maybe not for streams. I try to mix it up for stream. I try to go to the same place too many times, too often, or too frequently on streams because I try, I want to go everywhere. But you might see me doing my own little offline flight into Toronto or into Montreal. Just listen to the winds flying by. Yes, I have heard of Swiss 001. What about them? But yeah, the lake is froze over. I don't think it's cold enough for all of that, but it's kind of a cool look. All right, real quick, I'm gonna bring you guys up to speed on our. Oh, you know what? I freaking forgot to do. I forgot to do SIM-Toolkit Pro. Darn it. Darn it. Let's see if it'll track me from here. See if it can catch me, if it'll pick me up. Jason Brown, welcome back, bro. Good to see you, man. How you doing, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Quick question in the chat. Are there any new games that you guys are looking forward to that are not flight sim? Either new games or new DLC for games, or any just new games to you that you're just getting into. I'm just curious what else you guys play. While you guys chew on that and think about that, I'm gonna bring you guys over to the SIM-Toolkit Pro window to see our weather situation, which looks pretty interesting. This lake effect storm, that's the wrong button, it's this one. Alright, so we're back in SIM-Toolkit Pro. It's just like Volanta, it's a similar thing. Does a few more things and a few less things all at the same time. Speaking of wing views, let's get wing view right now. There we go. So this is the map. So you see Toronto Center is now offline. Montreal Tower is still online, but he's about to close here in just a few minutes. Boston's still online, and this is where we started our stream today. We started our stream off in Toronto. If you rewind the video back to the beginning, you'll see that all of this storm was like over here west of Michigan, and it's moving fast. It's already covering Michigan and a bunch of Toronto, and we're flying back into that. So when you look ahead of us, when we come back to the main screen, you'll see it's probably going to be even more cloudy and more threatening looking, which is actually more exciting. So when we left, You know, the ground was like, there was like no snow on the ground. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, but not a whole lot of snow on the ground in Toronto. Clear skies. You know, again, it kind of transitioned to be partly cloudy. We saw the storm coming in, which is kind of cool. You know, when you do multiple legs like this, you can actually see the weather evolve around you, and I think that's really fun to look at. What I think is even more interesting is if you were to do a GA flight, like if we were to try to plan a realistic general aviation flight out of like one of the local Toronto airports, like in a Cessna 172, and decided to like fly out to, I don't know, Montreal. We could do a flight to Montreal or Niagara Falls, Rochester, Milwaukee, wherever, Detroit, and then you come back and you're like, oh crap, I can't fly in there because the weather is all IFR. I need to go to a, you know, an alternate airport or try to fly around it or something like that. But I don't know, it's really interesting. You know, I usually when I do multi-leg flights, even if I'm coming back to the same airport, the weather doesn't change as dramatic as what we're gonna see today. Duke Dan Gaming, am I using Flight Tampa or Reg Designs? I'm using the Flight Tampa Toronto scenery. We talked a little bit about that at the beginning of the stream, comparing the two. I don't have both. I only have the Toronto one. I can't say anything negative about Reg Designs because I don't have it. It does look really good in the screenshots. So, and I mean, honestly, if the Flight Tampa one had not come out, I would have bought it. I would have picked it up if Flight Tampa did not release theirs. Let's remove this off the screen. I would have, absolutely. I would have got it. But I didn't because Flight Tampa kind of, you know, I know what to expect from Flight Tampa. I looked at somebody did make a video on YouTube. You guys can look it up. Somebody made a video on YouTube really fast too. It could have been better, but it was decent. It helped me. Comparing the two, using some screenshots and video and things like that, and there's a few things about the Reg Design one that I just prefer to Flight Tampa over it. But if you guys have, if any of you have it, I would love to hear what you think of it. Would you recommend it? Is it pretty good? You know, I'm sure it is. You probably can't go wrong picking up either one. All right, we're still climbing. We're supposed to be up to 38,000 feet. We kind of come to a level off here. Are we on VNAV still? I don't know why we've leveled off. We're 3,000 feet away from our cruise. We are still in climb mode. And there shouldn't be any altitude restrictions on the way up, so I don't know why it stopped, but it's going now. I used to watch my videos back when I streamed Infinite Flight, but this is the first time watching Microsoft Flight Sim. Happy to see you've grown. Thank you, Duke. Thank you, man. It's good to finally see you back, man. Do you still play Infinite Flight now, or what are you doing? Like, are you playing anything? Are you just, I don't know, are you like a dope now? I don't know. I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, but thank you, man. Welcome back, and it's good to see you, bro. And yes, the channel has grown a lot since I did Infinite Flight. A lot. And I'm very thankful for every bit of it, man. Infinite Flight is always and always will be a part of my growth story. That's where I started out doing my flight sim streaming. It's kind of where I got my, I would say, my style from when I started off doing Infinite Flight. Kind of got the hang of doing flight sim streams, talking to myself when nobody's here, stuff, you know, all the basics of being a YouTuber. Got all that from when I started doing Infinite Flight, so it's really cool to have that background, you know. And I still promote it. I still say, hey, if you can't, you know, if you don't have a PC or you can't afford a PC, anything like that, Infinite Flight is definitely a good option to get into flight simming on your phone. The cool thing though now too is that Microsoft Flight Sim, and I mentioned this earlier, but if you weren't here, Microsoft Flight Sim is now available on xCloud, which means you can get it on the older Xbox consoles. And I thought I saw somebody even play it on their phone with an Xbox controller connected. I don't know how realistic that is. I'm trying to find what view we want. We're about to fly into a winter storm, and I want to see the right angle. I think that was it over there. I agree. I think Infinite Flight is definitely recommended for me for a mobile sim, but you just can't beat PC. PC is another level of realism and immersion. Needhall, you've been experiencing very low FPS in LAX recently. Am I encountering that issue? Bro, I have always had bad FPS in LAX. I've never had good FPS in LAX. So, yes, I am having that issue. LAX, JFK, London Heathrow, and sometimes a little bit of Dubai. Those really big major airports and really popular ones, they're very detailed in the scenery. The scenery looks amazing. It looks great, but my PC doesn't like it. I wish I could fly them. I wish I could go to LAX more often, but I don't because it's just not good at my FPS. Yeah, that's true, Arco. That's kind of where it is, man. Flight Tampa has a great reputation for having good scenery. You know, when you buy a Flight Tampa scenery, that it's gonna be good. It's not gonna disappoint you, right? And there's a lot of scenery developers out there, new and old, who are disappointing people with their low quality. So when I saw Flight Tampa's name on Toronto versus someone else that I have never heard of, and again, nothing against them, right? I feel bad for saying that because I don't want to discriminate against the smaller studios, the smaller mom and pop shops, right? Because I want to support them as well. But the truth is, you know, buy a lot of scenery, right? And I know that I bought the Las Vegas from Flight Tampa. I love that scenery. I have like a bunch of scenery from Flight Tampa, and I know this is gonna be good, so that's why I bought it. But from what I've seen, the Reg Cloud or Reg Designs is really good quality as well. It's just crazy, right? How they both came out within 24 hours of each other, and I feel like they didn't even know about each other. They probably had no idea each other were releasing it. And I looked at Flight Tampa's website because they have a lot of P3D scenery, and I was like, you know, I never played P3D, never got into that, so I don't really know what developers were doing over there. I don't know what scenery was available on P3D. Toronto was one of their P3D or FSX sceneries that they had available, and so you can kind of predict what some people are going to make, what some developers are going to kind of probably go for based on what they've made for other sims, because a lot of the stuff they've done, you know, they already have the assets for it, they already have the stuff they need to make that scenery, so it makes sense for them to, you know, it's easier for them to go and release a scenery they've already made for another sim and bring it over to Microsoft Flight Sim. It was good in P3D, why would it not be good in Microsoft Flight Sim? I'm sure they have to redo a few things, but for the most part, it's much easier for them to convert something from an old sim to a new sim than to make something completely brand new. But my point is that I was on there looking at their Flight Tampa Toronto, and I noticed they also have Montreal, and I was like, huh, I wonder if they're gonna make a Montreal. Hope they do. I mean, the free one I have is great, but you just can't beat payware, and you can't beat Flight Tampa. Yes, Flight Tampa, Las Vegas is a perfect example of just like one of the best sceneries I have on Microsoft Flight Sim is Las Vegas. The airport is great, the interior of the airport is great, and then it models the city as well. Like the Las Vegas Strip, it models that like to perfection. And I've actually been to Las Vegas airport in real life after seeing the scenery, and I was like, Flight Tampa frickin' did their thing. Like, this looks like the slot machines on the interior, like, I don't know how they get so much detail, because I highly doubt that anybody on the Flight Tampa team lives in Las Vegas, but they just really were able to capture the airport very well, and they show that same quality on any scenery they make. So again, this is not a promotion for Flight Tampa. They didn't give me the scenery, I bought the scenery my own, but that's just the reputation they have and my experience with their products so far. Alright, the plane is struggling. I mean, we're a bit heavier this time. We have a full flight, a lot of bags, a lot of cargo in this CRJ, so we are actually struggling to get to 38,000 feet, which is slowing us down. Did I ever mention what my landing rate was for that first flight? Because I really don't remember if I mentioned it. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. What a bad person I am. How could I just leave you guys hanging like that? No replay, and they don't even tell you what the land rate was. Our land rate for that first flight into Montreal was 137. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the butter was delivered. And final flight time was 1 hour 31. How? That was supposed to be a 46. Chief, where you at, Chief? You sim pilot, we always joke about you plan a 30-minute flight and it takes 2 hours to do as a streamer. And that's exactly what happened today. It was supposed to be a 46-minute flight and it took us an hour and a half. We're a half hour-ish late. And one of the reasons is because we misjudged our top of descent and had to do a couple circles in the sky. But that's, you know, other than that, we got a good landing, 137, I'll take it. Hopefully it's gonna go better. Dahoma, yes, I am from Houston. When will I do an India tour? I don't know. I don't really have any tours planned right now. I do want to do some tours though. I really do. We used to do tours back in the day on Infinite Flight, and I've been wanting to bring that back since we got in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's just been really hard to dedicate myself and commit myself to only flying within one country or region for a long period of time. But honestly, any country would be good. I mean, an India tour would be dope. There's a lot of really cool stuff and great places in India. South America, like do a whole, I think you got to break up South America because it's so big. You have to do like just Argentina or just Brazil or something like that. Just South Africa, you know what I mean? But I would definitely love to do some more tours. Just gotta plan them. I'm even thinking about, and this kind of give you guys a little insight of where my mind is. I'm thinking about doing like a Formula One tour. I just don't know how to plan it because all of their destinations are all over the world, and you would technically be doing long hauls for every single flight. Are we level yet? We're like almost level. Wow, our top of descent says it's gonna be in 40 miles. Alright, I think we're level, so we can speed up these. Yeah, we're really struggling. This wind is kicking our butt right now. Ground speed 344 knots. Ouch. Metchi, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. How far out are we? We are 14 minutes from our top of descent if we don't speed up. We're going really slow right now. Mach 0.71. Also could do a NASCAR tour. We travel between different NASCAR tracks, so that would be less interesting, I think, for most people. For me, I would love it, but I think most people wouldn't really appreciate it. Most of those airports are small, and we'd be landing in places nobody ever heard of. All right, so we are right now flying over this winter storm. We might get some icing. I'm gonna do that. Negative 16, negative 57. Sheesh. Oh, we do have the anti-ice kicking real hard. Yeah, F1 tickets are expensive. I want to go to an F1 race. There's two F1 races in America this year. One in Austin, Texas. I think it's called the U.S. Grand Prix over at Circuit of the Americas, which is the closest one to me. And then they have a new one in Miami for the first time, brand new F1 track in downtown Miami. That's gonna probably be really expensive. I bet. I wasn't expecting so much snow today. We're getting a lot of snow. Look at that cloud. Wow. You can't see how big they are because we're so much higher than they are, but that one right there is massive. You can just kind of see how the clouds are getting darker as we fly farther. We're flying right over that storm right now. Let's see, I'm gonna get the weather real quick for Toronto. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how racing's gonna be at the Miami one. It's an interesting course. It's mostly just straightaways and really tight turn, like a few really tight 180-degree turns. So I don't know. I mean, it's gonna be cool to have a Formula 1 race in Miami. I just don't know how good it's gonna be. I think, like, in theory, the Circuit of the Americas track is a much better track as a racetrack in general. They didn't have a Montreal race last year, did they? Did that race come back this year? Are they gonna race in Montreal this year? I know because of COVID and stuff and all those restrictions, they weren't able to do it, I don't think, last year. I wanted to go to the F1 race last year in Austin, or the NASCAR. They have both NASCAR, IndyCar, and Formula 1 all. And I think IMSA, went there as well. Everybody basically went to Austin last year. But I didn't get to go to any of the races. I was gonna go to the NASCAR one, I think, but I think it was too expensive, or maybe it wasn't. Something came up, I don't know. Now the Formula 1 one was way crazy expensive. Adam, welcome to the stream. I could see it. What is my favorite F1 team? I think it's still Red Bull, actually. Red Bull's my favorite team for a long time. They've changed drivers, so I've kind of been moving around a bit now. I really like Ricardo specifically as a driver, him and Lando. So I like McLaren a lot now that he's there. So I think Red Bull and McLaren right now are like my two main teams that I like. Like I feel bad for like not choosing Red Bull because it's always been my favorite team. Oh, so IMSA hasn't been there for years. Okay. Oh snap! I think we got to descend. Oh yeah, we're there. Shoot. All right, descend, descend, descend. We are right over top of it. We're 9 miles. I got back in the cockpit just in time to make the switch. All right, we're descending via the Ragged 5 arrival into Toronto today. Bottom altitude is 8,000 feet. The NASCAR race was just dramatic last year because it was rainy. We don't get many road course rain races in NASCAR. It's not a normal thing. Did we hit the top of the descent? Okay, yeah, we're descending. Cool. So here's the thing. This is the way. So VNAV is actually working now. The first flight didn't work. So this is the way VNAV works in this plane. So when you have VNAV turned on, when you reach your top of the descent, the plane will actually point its nose down to meet the altitude restrictions. The thing is, though, unlike the other VNAVs we're used to, it does not control your throttle. So you have to go in and manually adjust your throttle to not overspeed or keep the speed you want to be at while it's descending based on whatever vertical profile it chooses. So I'm pulling my throttle back right now a little bit just to kind of maintain around 200, and I like to be around 280. I'll be a little bit faster because we did a really slow climb. I would hate to do a really slow descent. Alright, the homie, I'll see you later, man. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us. I'll see you next stream, man. Next stream, by the way, will be on Friday. We'll be on Microsoft Flight Sim again, flying somewhere probably in Italy. Flying the new Italia, what's the name of that, whatever the new Italian airline. I can't remember the name of it. We're going to be in a 320neo though, flying it around somewhere in Europe. So check it out. I don't believe we'll be having the Blue Experience this Thursday because something came up for me that I have to take care of. I'm not going to be available Thursday night to do the show. We'll be back next week for sure. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, once again, my audio thing cut off my audio for like 30 seconds. I'm back though. We're descending now into Toronto. Well, actually, we might be okay when we get there. We're descending into a winter storm, so it's going to be interesting. Might get some icing through these clouds. I want to see what the weather is in Toronto. Let me go pick that up real quick in the chat. I think I did it already, didn't I? I thought I did it already. Guitar CYYZ. Let's see what the weather is. All right, weather in Toronto. It's still gusty. Wow. 280 at 12 knots, gusting to 18 knots. Visibility is actually good. 15 scattered at 3,800, broken at 8,000. Temperatures dew point -6, altimeter 2,996. That's actually much better than I expected. So just scattered clouds, kind of low, broken at 8,000. It doesn't say anything about precipitation, anything like that. Visibility is really good. Why is the plane nosing up? I think we might be overspeeding. We are on the VNAV path, but I think we might be going too fast, so the plane's kind of oscillating up and down. So I'll spring the throttle back, and hopefully it'll fix that. We'll have to see. So, question in the chat: are you guys more excited about the new Microsoft Flight Sim planes coming out soon, or are you more excited about X-Plane 12 and its new planes coming out soon? I think I know the answer to that question, but just out of curiosity, which one are you more excited about? I think some people may be more excited about the X-Plane stuff. Completely understandable. That's looking much better. Oh, look at that. I knew it. Adam says X-Plane 12. Let's go. Team Laminar. I'll sync my heading here in case something happens. We're doing much better. We shouldn't have to do any circles in the sky this time. I think we'll be all right. Arco says Microsoft Flight Sim hands down. I knew it would be a split decision. I knew it wouldn't be obvious. F1 is back in Montreal this year. That's exciting. Actually, I really like the F1 track in Montreal. That's one of my favorite too. You spent 3,000 on a new rig and about 1,000 in add-ons. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's possible, man. It's Microsoft Flight Sim might turn into the new P3D. And why do I say that? Because whenever I talk about P3D versus X-Plane, I always talk about how much money you have to spend to get P3D and get all the add-ons and make it look the way you want it to look. Now Microsoft Flight Sim looks good already, but it has just so many add-ons that you can buy. And as all these planes come out, I mean, we don't know how much the PNG 737 is going to cost. We don't know how much the Phoenix is going to cost. We don't know how much the Leonardo MD-80 and all that stuff is going to cost. We know they're not going to be typically cheap, right? But if the prices are anywhere near like how they are on P3D and whatnot, then you know you could spend a whole lot of money on just a couple planes, right? You spent like what, $60 for the sim itself, and then you got to pay like $100 for an add-on. For people who are not used to flight simulators, that is ridiculous. Like for us who are in the flight sim, been doing it for a while, we understand that like that's kind of how it is. You buy a flight sim for whatever price. You understand the flight sim is not going to really be what you look at this diving into the soup right now. This is so sick. We understand that the sim by default is not really going to be where we want it to be. We got to buy add-ons to really appreciate what we want to appreciate. But Microsoft Flight Sim again looks great, but you're going to want some planes. You're going to want some scenery and stuff like that still. And you can pay, I mean, just buy a couple planes, you're already over $100. And then, you know, scenery is going to cost you, depending on what scenery you get, you know, it costs you a decent amount of money too. So you could definitely lose a lot of money getting in the flight sims. It can be an expensive hobby. Definitely can. Depending on how much you spend. You got to be careful though what you buy. You really do. Bone King says you spent so much money on add-ons for P3D. Won't do that again for Microsoft Flight Sim because the base sim already looks good. Maybe some planes in major airports. Yeah, basically. I mean, you don't have to buy a whole bunch of airports if you don't care. Some people don't care. They don't mind flying to default airports. Me, I feel like I've already gone too deep. I've already bought and been given too many high quality airports in Microsoft Flight Sim for me to go back and fly the default one. So it's so hard sometimes to go back and fly into those apartment building default airports. But the handcrafted ones are pretty solid. I'm okay. I like the handcrafted ones are good enough. The default ones, like the autogen ones, are pretty bad. Like worse than X-Plane. Yes, I didn't even mention getting hardware either, getting the yokes and stuff like that. Yeah, it can definitely get expensive, man. Definitely. But yeah, even on Microsoft Flight Sim, you still want to kind of get some of those main hub airports that you know you're gonna fly to a lot. Like if I know I'm gonna fly somewhere a lot and it has a good quality scenery, I'm loving this view right now going through these clouds. Then I'm gonna want to buy that. You know, like Atlanta, which already exists, which is great. One thing I do like that Asobo is doing is, as they're doing world updates, they're coming out with more free handcrafted airports to kind of give you at least a good version of the airport. It's not as good as it would be if you bought the payware for it, but it's good enough to be able to appreciate when you land there. All right, we're coming past our transition altitude of 18,000 feet. Let's get prepared to land in Toronto. Descending via the Ragged 5 arrival, expecting ILS runway 23. Speaking of ILS, let's go down to our radio panel, or radio here, and we'll get that plugged in. So 111.5, 111.5, that is our ILS navigation frequency. I'm gonna drop that in there, so that's where it'll link us up with the ILS. So we don't, I mean, we're expecting to be able to see below 3,000 feet. That's what the METAR said for the area, but in case it's different than what Microsoft Flight Sim shows and we can't see anything down there, we at least have a backup. We can do that. So we are getting some really weird oscillations. We should be at Ragged. Now, there's no altitude restriction here. The next altitude restriction is below 14,000 at Vidro. That's right after. I don't know why we're getting so much bumping up and down right now. I am flight idle pretty much. Maybe we need to have more power. I don't know. But the plane is kind of, it shouldn't be climbing. We shouldn't be climbing. That's not what should be happening. I thought VNAV was going to work for us this time, but I was wrong. Do I think the weather system has been improved? Oh yeah, I mean, people have been complaining about the weather a lot, but I haven't had a problem with the weather in a long time. Like, it's been like months since I've had an issue with the weather. What I'm having an issue right now is just autopilot. So I'm gonna go off of VNAV into vertical speed. That way we can manually ascend. We'll go speed mode, and I'm gonna go 280. Come on, baby, let's go. Gotta put us in a nice little dive bomb. I don't know what was going on there. I'll change our range. Going to go on Danka. Where's Danka? I don't have Danka on my. Oh, look at this, descending through the storm. This is sick. Yep, manual gang. Use Rex. I used to use Rex when it first came out. I used Rex for a while, and it did the job really well, actually. Honestly, it did a really good job. My only complaint is, you know, the same thing, is that, you know, you don't really get the right weather per se, but you don't really get the right weather. You know, I don't know. We talked about this earlier. I don't want to talk too much about it, but basically, you get area weather. Like, if it says it's cloudy in Chicago and you're in Chicago, it's going to be nothing but cloudy. But if it's not cloudy and Oshkosh, which is not far from Chicago, it could be clear skies over there, it'll still show cloudy because you're near Chicago. I don't think I explained that right, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, we need to not do that. Let's do vertical speed. This is too much. We're descending too fast. Yeah, let's just like level off
We
here.
have begun our final descent into Toronto. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables
West Virginia International Jaeger Airport by Village Great Airport will be released by 4 orbits or MIGLO flight sim. I would definitely be down to fly there. For sure. Didn't that just release on X-Plane? Am I correct? Didn't that just release? I don't have it. I didn't get it. I might get it at some point. I'm not in a hurry to get it because it's West Virginia. I've never been there and I don't plan to go there very often. But if it comes on a Microsoft flight sim, I might be more inclined to pick it up because smaller airports like that I'm more interested in on Microsoft. I'm gonna give it some more power here. I'm really confused. Am I looking at the right chart? Because it's showing 1,000 feet. Something's not right. BDL by Latin VFR shot great hops in the northeast. I'll have to try that out. I do have a bunch of Latin VFR scenery, and I trust Latin VFR in the same way that I trust flight. Where the heck is Danka? Oh. I'm a little confused right now because some things on here don't match what I'm seeing on my thing on my chart. It say we need to be at 7,000 right now. What? You just finished school? Nice. Oh, this view. Like, I'm so upset because I'm like down here looking at stuff, but I want to look at all this. But does the HUD only work for the 900 and 1,000? I don't know. I never tried it. Yeah, it looks like it works. We can land with that. Put it back up for now because it's in my way. We can try landing with it though. I mean, we're not too high. I'm just trying to find out what we're doing here because I think 23 going a different direction than what I was expecting. Very confused. We're landing 2-3. It says 2-3 here. I guess it's putting me on. Yeah, it's gonna put me on final for 2-3. So I need to be lower, much lower, much lower. Shoot. Okay. Let's go down to 3,000 and we'll be safe down there. My arrival portion of my flight plan was wrong. 3,000 feet, vertical speed mode. Go. Land lights on. Let's get ready to land this plane. All the anti-ices are on. Descent checklist. Landing elevation. Pull that power back. Set fuel is good. Radar is good. Cast messages. Just no smoking signs, that's all. Before landing, passenger signs are on, thrust reverse is armed. I think we're missing the breakout here. Look at that. Passenger, that's good, yeah, we're good. Zoom is in some more. Yeah, there's a new deck. At new deck, we need to be at 3,000 feet. We are at 9,000, speed brake's coming out. And we just slow down. I think we're gonna make it. I think we have enough time to save it. Arco used to live in Connecticut, so BDO is positioned well. Latin VFR nailed the rendition of it. Nice. Yeah, Latin VFR does a good job. I have a bunch of their scenery, and I haven't been disappointed. Matter of fact, there's more scenery that I want to download for a year that I just haven't downloaded because I just haven't been around some of those areas in a little while. So, do I have the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke? If so, how do you like it? Is it worth the money? I love it, bro. I love it. It's my favorite yoke to use for airline flying, or anything that has a pendular type thing. It's my favorite one. Everybody I've spoken to that has it, have not been disappointed. So it's not just me. Sometimes like you like stuff, you're like, oh, maybe I just like it, but a lot of other people have confirmed it is really good. So is it worth it? I know it's kind of expensive. If you don't care about the throttle, I would recommend pre-ordering the yoke only. I think it's available to pre-order now. I don't think I have a link. Actually, yeah, I have a link in my description for it, I believe. To pick it up or get it pre-order. All right, returning final. Let's go ahead and make our call into Toronto. We need to switch over to Unicom. Lane lights are all on. Let's just get our runway turn off. All right, we are high. That is for sure. To lose about 2,000 feet like now. And we're about 15 miles away. Yeah, notice the weather difference from how it was when we started the stream out here. Oh, look at that! For our left wing, you can see dark, stormy clouds there. Yes, I did see that vertical sim release Syracuse. I haven't flown there yet. Alright, let's go make the call. Toronto traffic, Jazz 116 is on a 15-mile final on the ILS for runway 23 Toronto. Alright, let's get the power back in. I'm gonna stay level here at 3,000. Let's hit approach mode. I think we already passed. Where are we? We're at Newdick. We're going to Calvi. Yeah, so we'll stay 3,000 all the way to Calvi. After Calvi is when the descent starts for the ILS. So let's give us some more power. We're getting too slow. Nah, we're good. We don't need to do any 360s. We're good. No more 360s today. Alright, we can go flaps 1 for 8. Take out the speed brakes. Approach has been activated. Let's see if it'll fly the ILS. It said visibility was 23, but I don't know about that. Such a gorgeous scene. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, let's grab our replay program, a flight control replay. We can enjoy that. Hopefully it records okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're 10 miles out. And I think they must be cutting grass outside. Yeah, I think I hear something out there. Yep, there's a glide slope. You know, I'm not touching the yoke. The plane is flying it down on its own. Let's see how it does. I'm ready to take control when I need to. I see lights. I see an aircraft, it looks like, on the runway. Or landing. But I can't actually see the runway yet. Oh, I love this view. Can I do a replay on flight control replay? Sorry, can I do a tutorial? I actually need to. I need to do one. You see, we're actually getting ice again on our windshield wipers and snow on there. Good thing we have our windshield heat on. But quick view from the right side. I think we picked a good time to land in Toronto because we're like it's not the worst of it, you know. Alright, let's bring that speed way back here. Will I do a 737 flight? I will when a 737 comes out for Microsoft Flight Sim. I do them all the time on X-Plane. Alright, that's the last question, guys. We're coming into land. We are 5 miles out. Toronto traffic, Jazz 116, 5 mile final runway 23 on the ILS, Toronto. Alright, gear down. Alright, I see the runway now. Fire controls. Toronto traffic, Jazz 116, now short final runway 23, Toronto. I'm making more calls because I see traffic in the area on the what looks to be the taxiway, on the crossing runway, so I want everybody to know that I'm here. Alright, here we come.
Sync rate. 50, sync rate. 40, 30, 20.
Hold it.
Nice landing, as always.
Alright, let it roll out. And we make the nearest left turn. I love the textures on this runway. Alright, we'll turn left here. Let's be Foxtrot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto. The local time is 3:22 p.m. and it's currently about 2 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey. We apologize for the delay. Please coordinate with airline staff as necessary regarding connecting flights or accommodations.
All right. And yes, another delay. We cannot be on time today. Sheesh. Toronto traffic, Jazz 116 is now clear of runway 23. Taxi back to parking via November. Toronto. Oh, I just missed my freaking turn. That was it right there. I guess we're going the wrong way. Oh, that was definitely my turn. We're gonna go cut through this next area. Cargo ramp right here. Yes, this is our final stop in Toronto. I guess this gives us a chance to kind of take a look at some more of the airport, taking the long way back. So this here is a Foxtrot Alpha. I don't know what terminal that is. Like, is that like an international terminal or something? Anybody in Toronto can give us some information on what terminal that is? There's like a solo terminal over here in the middle of the airport, and then the main one is over there. We're taxiing pretty fast. I'm on idle power and we're moving right now. APU's coming on. Once the APU comes on, we'll probably shut off our left engine. Mirror left here. It's a private terminal. Interesting. I got somebody landing on 24 right now. Oh, another plane right there. I agree, man. How the heck is it already March, man? I 100% agree with you on that. Alright, this is gonna be taxiway Echo. We're gonna make a left on Romeo and cross 33 right. It was built during the expansion of Terminal 1, if you remember correctly. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna hold short here for a second. Very nice hold short lights, which is pretty cool. I had that at the real airport. I want to check left. No traffic. Check right. No traffic. Toronto traffic. Jazz 116 is crossing runway 33 right at Romeo to the gate. Toronto. Yeah, you're just going crazy fast, man. This was a fun flight. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed this. And honestly, surprisingly, I say surprisingly, but like I enjoyed flying this CRJ more than I expected. Definitely more than I expected. We're probably gonna try to pick, I guess, a gate we were at before. I'm not super familiar with this airport, so I don't really know where Jazz and their CRJs typically park. So unless you guys have anything else to say about that, I'm just gonna park wherever, and then we're gonna watch the replay, and then I gotta bounce, make a right turn here. Yeah, I really like this airport. Like, I'm loving. I don't know if the textures are particularly from the airport or if they're default, but one thing that's making this flight even more special for me is taxiing on just the variations of snow cover on the actual taxiways. You see off our right, go to the drone camera real quick. Oh snap, I think it broke. Yeah, you can see how like the tops of the grass is like covered in just like a little bit of snow, but it's not completely covered like it was in Montreal. And that's just a Microsoft Flight Sim thing. It's not even in the scenery. Get back over here on the line. And we'll head to Terminal 1. We'll park at Terminal 1. And Toronto traffic. Jazz 116 is clear of all runways. Taxi and parking. Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Toronto. APU should be on. That it is. I am gonna kill the left engine. As we taxi back in, hopefully we don't have any extremely important systems on that engine. They're still able to taxi. Yeah, that's a good sign. And I think actually this is Terminal 1 right here. And even on one engine, this thing is moving pretty fast. And we'll take one of these spots right over here. This looks like the heavy gates, but I'll just take it because whatever. Yeah, it's definitely a heavy gate. Definitely a heavy gate. Look how massive. Look, it even has two. You know it's a heavy gate when it has two lines in it. Thank you, Cheeky Cheesy. But at follow, welcome to the Blue family, and welcome back to Toronto. And we'll park it right here. I will leave the other engine on for the replay. Not that we can hear them anyways. Now set our parking brake and we are done. How do I tell Pack X that the flight is over? There we go. Close, close. Our landing rate was -77. That's how you end a stream right there. I'll take that. Yes, sir. Our first wasn't bad. Our first wasn't that bad, but 77, yeah, I'll dig that. I'll dig that. All right, let me just get some things in the background turned off. You know, if you don't turn off Sim Toolkit Pro, it'll keep logging your landing like every time you touch down. All right, that's all good. All right, let's get it. Landing time. Let's get off of Vatsim. Alright, we are off of that. And thank you guys. Thank you for the ATC. Also, thank you guys who were able to join us today. It's definitely always an honor and a pleasure to fly with you guys. All right, replay. Hopefully it'll work. I haven't tried flight control replays since the update, so I assume it should work the same as it usually does. But you know, you never know. These updates be breaking all kind of stuff. There it is, open. Thank you, Cosmo. Appreciate it very much, man. Here we are. Thank you, Aaron. We went a little long today. I am going to fast forward to the good part. Alright, let's see how we did. It was pretty stable, I think, of an approach. Thought we were a little, you know, I don't know, it wasn't perfect, but we were stable. I broke it again, jeez. I don't know how I keep doing that. Oh, look at that cross, look at that crab. Yeah. Nice. James, honestly, that whole sensitive thing you're feeling is kind of a Microsoft thing. Like every plane feels more sensitive than it probably should, to be honest with you, man. So I don't know if it's not really just the CRJ, but I do agree the CRJ does feel a little more sensitive than maybe it should, but again, I don't fly the real plane in real life, so I can't be the one to say whether it feels real or not. Bro, that's butter right there. Oh yeah. Again, you guys know the drill. When you do it good, you gotta watch it 100 times.
Good job, Blue.
ALG, what up, man? Thank you for that super chat donation, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro. Again. I gotta see it again. Landing in Toronto. Coming in with the much butter. There it is. Now, when it comes to touchdown, it was great, but in the other areas, I don't think we actually floated this time, which is good. We came down, I think, did we come down on the center line, next to the center line? What was our position here? It came down to the left of the center line, and then once we touched down, we faded to the right. I was trying to make the rudder inputs, but I wasn't making enough. Like, it's so weird. Sometimes it can be super sensitive, but then sometimes it's like not giving me enough control on the rudder. It's really weird. Watch it from here. This is a nice view right here. I like this view. Wow, that's a freaking screenshot. Stand by. Stand by. That is a screenshot. Hold on. Antoine, you're in Toronto? Sweet, man. What's up, bro? What's up? What's funny is in the replay, only the right engine is on because we turned off the left engine. You only see the heat haze from the right engine. That's okay. All right, let's play. Run it. Yeah. Was really fighting it when we got on the ground. I mean, I've been taking advice from feedback in the past. You know, it's like, hey, continue flying the plane even after you touch down. You gotta keep flying the plane. So I'm trying to incorporate that, but I still fail sometimes. All right, from the left side. Oh wait, no.
What a buttery smooth landing.
Yeah, boy. The claps, thank you, sir. Thank you. Alright, pause, run it back. Again. Kinda stuttered there a second after we touched down. Yes, I agree, the snow looks so good at this airport. I don't know if the person who makes the airport has anything to do with that, or if it just looks that good in general. Because Montreal looked different, right?
What a nice touchdown.
Looked very different in Montreal. The snow. Alright, I'll do just one more. I really do need to head out. I could honestly watch this like 100 more times. I really could. But I gotta work today. Look at those clouds. Oh my god. Downtown Toronto in the background. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Air Canada CRJ 900, Fly Tampa, Toronto Pearson International. I am Blue Games. Until next time, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for riding along. Thanks for flying along. Our next stream will be on Friday. Same time, same place. We'll be back on Microsoft Flight Sim in the A320 somewhere the heck in Italy. So come back out if you can. If you can't, then there's a window seat open just for you and waiting for you. Deuce Legend, thank you very much. Boster Boss, thank you very much for coming through and chilling with us. Antoine, good to see my friend, and thank you so much. James, thank you very much. Amechi, thank you. I'm AP Dude, appreciate you very much. Adam1740, thank you so much for chilling with us today. ALG335, thank you as well. Appreciate you so much. Aaron Needle, thank you for coming through. Cosmo Christopher, salute to you, my friend. Caden Mizine, welcome and thank you very much. Echo 140 FPS, appreciate you. And Henrik, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And again, guys, big thanks for 28,000 subscribers. Like, I still feel like we're just getting started. I really do. I plan to do this for a very long time, and you guys obviously are continuing to encourage me and inspire me to keep going as well. Amechi, thank you very much. Jordan J, thank you. Druffwood, thank you so much. My PC specs are all down in the description, guys, if you're interested. It's nothing special anymore. It's a few years old now. 1080 Ti and a few other things. All right, that is gonna be it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know. Oh, the Blue Experience. I don't think we'll be going live tomorrow, but if you have not caught the last few episodes, we got the boy Chewy we interviewed last Thursday. You can watch that back. It's a great interview. Just play it in the background while you're doing whatever it is you're doing, and you're working, your school, whatever. It's also on Spotify, the Blue Experience with me and XP72. Also, make sure you go back and check John Fly's episode. It was so good. And also Q8 pilot. Man, we've had some heavy hitters come through the show the last few weeks, and we're definitely planning on keeping the Blue Experience Aviation and Flight Sim podcast going. Really enjoyed all the guests we've had some great conversation. I've learned a lot. If you're a YouTuber, a streamer, a flight simmer, and you're in aviation, you can learn a lot from the show. But anyways, that's enough promotion. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. Praying for you guys in the Ukraine and Eastern Europe. My heart's with you guys, praying with you guys, trying to look for ways to support you. And anyways, peace, love, and God bless you. See you next time, next video. I'm out. Juan Francois, merci beaucoup. Oui, c'est bon. Sheesh.